how's it going, guys? We are live here. It's your boy Verdict. And you know, as always, I got my guy Imperium who's going to be casting with us today. Imperium, how are you doing today, my guy?
I am doing pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. It's a pleasure, of course, to be back for some more fantastic mobile Mayhem action. And hey, you know, we have some pretty stacked games coming up tonight as well, Verdict.
Oh, absolutely. Speaking of stacked games, let's take a look at the schedule. On the matches for the day, first match of the day, we've got Alpenfestung versus Tragic, followed up by Kings versus Affiliate. And I won't spoil too much information. As you can see from the title, we're going to have an exclusive interview with my guy Jim from Affiliate, who is going to... He had the pleasure of giving me this interview, and I was just extremely thrilled to do it, my guys. Every bit of energy in that interview was absolutely genuine. It was 100%, you know, vibes, all vibes. Good vibes, positive vibes from my guy Jim. So we'll actually jump into an interview right before this matchup, just to give you guys a taste of Jim from COD Mobile, or JIMCODM Mobile from Affiliate. And then after that, we're going to jump into an Asilium versus Tritium Sinks. And then after that, we're going to have Iconic versus Crypto. Today is going to be interesting. And before we started, you brought up a very good point. Go ahead and elaborate on that for me, because I know we were talking about point system and whatnot, and I'll pull up the standings. We'll take a look at it together. Yeah,
I was just going to say, if you want to show up the standings, that would definitely kind of help elevate my point. The first two series that we have coming up tonight are going to be very, very important when it comes to Division A. Because you can see right now with the standings of Division A, Affiliate currently hold on to the top spot on 140 points. Followed closely by Kings in second with 120 and Tragic in third with 110. Now, Tragic, they're playing first. So if they beat Alpenfestung 2-0, they'll automatically overtake Kings. What that might do is that might have a knock-on effect in Kings series against Affiliate. Because that might make Kings sweat just a little bit more. It might affect their nerves a little bit. And then Affiliate could, in theory, take advantage of that. I don't know if that's the case, but I do know that the first two series are going to be so important in the overall standing. So there's a lot to play for, and you know, Kings need to be aware of that they're not just, you know, in second, they're not just fighting for first. There is Tragic chomping at the bit to overtake second place.
This is going to be an interesting day, as we talked about Division 1 standings all last stream. It's definitely something that is relevant in the eyes of the point system. Obviously, if you're in this tournament series, you want to win first place regardless of where you're at. If you're in, you know, Division 2, it's Team Elevate. They're just, I mean, at this point, they're not even contested. There's going to need to be at least 4 weeks where they just completely drop off in order for them to find themselves out of that first place. They're pretty much guaranteed a spot in the playoff bracket, though. With that being said, Division 1 is just uber competitive in my eyes. I feel like this is the closest I've ever seen a tournament series in this format go so close. So it being a day where Kings and Affiliate are going to face off. Woo, boy, we might climax a little earlier today. Second matchup, Kings and Affiliate. We're going to pop off. If that doesn't go to a game 3, I'm going to be disappointed. Don't disappoint me, guys.
That's fair. That's fair. That you know what? That's fair. I'm expecting game 3 in that series, but of course that will come. Then I do think it's important to take a little bit of a focus, right, and talk about the game 1. It is Alpenfestung versus Tragic. I've mentioned about Tragic's, you know, chomping at the bit of King's second place spot, but Alpenfestung, they're coming off the back of a 2-0 win against XOXO in Tuesday's game. So in theory, they're definitely probably feeling a little bit more confident. But they are going up against a stronger team than XOXO. Tragic are looking good. So it is going to be very tough in the series for Alpenfestung.
Absolutely. We're actually going to take a look at this matchup here, see the map picks, the map bans, and the gun bans, I'm gonna hand it over to Imperium. He's gonna take that away for me.
Yeah, so we have a hardpoint raid, which I'm really looking forward to. We were talking about that before the broadcast as it happens. Search and Destroy going on to Fire Range. Again, really like Search and Destroy Fire Range. And if we do get to Game 3, which I hate to say it, I don't think we will, it is going to be domination over on Standoff. When we look at the map bans, Alp and Festone, they took away the hardpoint crash, which I find interesting because a lot of people are actually taking away hardpoint Hackney Yard as it happens, and Tragic have taken away hardpoint Scrapyard. Weapon bans, Alp and Festone with the Man of War, and Tragic, they've taken away the Chopper. No Arctic 50 ban, which I was kind of thinking might come through in the first series, but either way, Man of War and Chopper, not too surprised at those two picks.
You gotta think that Hackett is going to be abusing that Arctic 50 now that you mentioned it. It's not banned. This is something that we've seen him just absolutely, annihilate people with. It doesn't matter if it's Search and Destroy or Hardpoint or Domination even. I don't think we've seen too much of the Domination side as we haven't seen them go to a Game 3 in a few weeks. But I would just assume that he's going to continue to spam that Arctic 50 until they make him put it away. And I just don't think you're going to make a guy like Hacken put away the Arctic 50.
No, not at all. But this game has indeed started. Looking towards this hardpoint one, ZZ is going to get taken out. Little Larry really stepping up on board to grab 3 kills right off the bit on his side, as it's going to be a pretty strong early lead for the side of Tragic.
Yeah, Larry's popping off. He's rocking that ASM-10 that also didn't get banned. Kind of makes you wonder, why did they ban the Chopper, or was it the Man of War?
Man of War, yeah.
Man of War, okay. I would have opted to ban that ASM-10, as the mobility on the ASM-10 is just a little better than the Man of War, and the stats wise, it's gonna hit pretty similar. So we're gonna see about 15 seconds left on this first point, and Lil Aries just gonna continue to pop off. He's got 6 kills on the point, and they're gonna be racking up close to, a near perfect first point, going up by about 57 points. That is wild.
And I tell you, you just hit the nail on the head. Are they hanging around that first hard point a little bit too long? Possibly, but I haven't really seen that from a team in a first hard point for a while where they've gotten the whole of it. Normally it might be, 40-20, 40-10, 30-10, that kind of thing, but 50? And they've already captured the second hard point? I told you Tragic was going to be a much harder opponent for Alp and Festone, and we're seeing it right in front of the eyes. I know the game's only just begun, but the score speaks for itself.
Absolutely, and I'll go ahead and tell you, normally I would have agreed with you that the rotation from P1 to P2 was a little late, but the way these guys did it, they rotated into the laundry area of the map, and it allowed them to set up to get a pick and flip spawns. When they did that, that transition into the P2 is just crisp. It doesn't matter that you don't have the point immediately. Getting that spawn for this point was absolutely needed, and they did that exactly. They did it well. So you're going to see over 100-point lead now as we transition to P3. This one's probably going to be a little more difficult, as that rotation wasn't made early enough. This one, it's a little harder to flip because you got to get at least 3 or 4 players over that little threshold of the middle of the map, and it was just not. It just didn't happen. It just didn't go through. As I say, that low area is going to come in with the Sparrow, picking up a few kills. He's going to take out 1. He's got 2 more endpoints. ZZ's going to pick up the refrag. We're going to see Alpenfest finally get on the board with a few points here from P3, and P4 is going to be the difference maker for this Alpenfest roster, who has found themselves in quite a bit of a deficit. It's not too late, though, in my opinion. I've seen games where they were pretty lopsided at the beginning, and teams just take a while to get in their groove. But on this map, if you find yourself in a deficit like this and it just continues to go on and go on, it might be a pretty short game. Is that safe to assume?
Yeah, I fully agree. You really got to somewhat take the reins as a team when you're falling behind. Sometimes it can definitely feel like it's a sandpit of just, a sinking ship, so to speak. But there's definitely a way of patching that ship up and keeping it in the water and just sailing away. It's not looking that way. Too much for Alpenfestung. They have done a good job of at least capturing the initial part of Hardpoint 4, but again, what we're seeing from Tragic is just quick responses, just really that aggression is firing on many ways. It doesn't hurt that Denza did have a Goliath for a little bit of time, and even though it possibly could have been used better, it still did at least help to stop Alpenfestung's push on Hardpoint 4.
Yeah, instead of being at like a potential 60-point deficit, now they're going to be looking at like somewhere close to 85 and 90, and it's just when you get to that point, it's just, I mean, it can get out of hand real quick and it can stay out of hand. So exactly. If P5 rotations aren't made proper for the side of Alpenfestung, I could just go ahead and tell you that it's not going to look good for P1 as the points reset either.
And you know what, I'm just definitely trying to keep an eye on the Alpenfestung players, because I don't think there's there's too much they're doing massively wrong. I do just believe that overall they're being outplayed as of right now, and I don't see that as a way of them getting back. Maybe if they look to join together a little bit more as a team coming into these hard points on the second kind of half, yeah, but over a 60-point deficit, that is going to really it's going to need them to heavily shut down Tragic.
Oh, absolutely. And as we say that, dude, I just watched Renzo go on like one of the sickest P5 setup feeds I have ever seen. Dude, just absolutely, I don't even think he was aiming down sights. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I got a spectator glitch. Dude was just slaying with the DRH. And if he was hip firing, I need that loadout, because if you know me, I hip fire everything. I don't aim down sights for nothing. And Renzo just absolutely destroyed those guys going into P5. Even with the grab spikes coming in the clutch, setting up proper, they're going to be able to capture a little bit of that deficit. Still going to be in the hole. About 70 points here as P1 is reset. Open up for shot, 15 seconds in. 15 seconds do go to the side of Alpenfestung. And this is where the comeback is going to begin, as we see the transitions are being made onto the laundry side of things for the side of Tragic. And Tragic is going to be able to capture the point. Now, P2 is going to be opened up here at about 40 seconds, 35 seconds or so. We're going to start seeing those transitions, but if you are Alpenfestung, you can't give these guys any more points, so they're finding themselves in an odd position. Am I right?
Yeah, but here's the thing, like, they're not doing directly anything wrong. They had a good, solid position on Hardpoint 1, but when you're behind Verdict, when you're behind like that, the way Alpenfestung are, and you're kind of overall being outplayed, holding on to Hardpoint 1 that's so open is way harder. So I'm actually happy that they grabbed the amount of Hardpoint points on the first spot as they did. So I do give Alpenfestung that level of credit. However, on this Hardpoint 2, it has started into the side of Tragic, and they are getting into that 200-point bomb. They are just 50 points shy of taking this game on here in Raid.
Absolutely. And to your point earlier you made, just getting outslayed, outplayed. I'm looking at the scorecard. It's looking very, very lopsided. 23-9 for Low Airy. Denza 20-11. Pretty much everybody with the exception of Ipana is going to be, at least positive. And everybody on the side of Alpenfestung, if you're looking at their scorecard, it's looking pretty negative at the moment. So they've got to find themselves in a better groove for the Search and Destroy if they want to even contest for a Game 3. And at this particular moment, I'm going to say the hard point is an L, and Tragic is going to go ahead and close this out. But, I mean, 31 points is what Tragic needs. 29 points, rather. I mean, can Alpenfestung compete knowing that there's 29 seconds left for the side of Tragic to win? Anything's possible, I guess. Anything's possible.
Anything is possible, but it doesn't help when the Goliath has been...
Oh my! Is this a Goliath about to get taken?
Tragic. It's like, talk about, like, kicking someone when they're down. It's just like,
no. The kicking came down, but hacking came from behind. and hacked it.
No way.
He's got the Goliath. Dude is an absolute animal. What a savage.
Nice.
I was about to 100% agree with you. Like, no, yeah, this is just like a slap in the face to Alpenfestung. But hacking came from behind. Like, what?
But where's all the... Man, that was definitely, in my opinion, that Goliath could have been used a little bit more in the sense of, I feel like they abandoned ship with that Goliath a little bit earlier than they should have, even if it was at the detriment of setting up for the next hardpoint. Because if they had kept hacking alive with that Goliath for pretty much the whole time of that hardpoint, it would have, even though it would have taken a little bit of time, I feel like that would have been more worthwhile. But at the end of the day, again, credit to the side of Alpenfestung. They're on 189 points and counting. They are climbing back. Maybe that Goliath steal did put a dampener on the mentality of Tragic. They will have to focus quite hard. Mars flying on in. He's on 21 kills. Renzo's on the 20 bomb. And okay, they're constantly contesting the side of Tragic, but 3-man team holding on with the last 20 seconds of this hardpoint. Let's see if they can edge ever closer to a glorious victory in game 1 for Tragic.
Yeah, Tragic's looking pretty stellar right now. We're going to see pretty much a 3-man hold on the point. Well, actually, a complete 4-5-man hold as some players are on that staircase side. And that's going to do it. I have to say, I got to give Alpenfestung a little bit of credit there. That Goliath still was clutch, but it wasn't enough.
No. It overall wasn't enough. And that's the thing, like, it is genuinely, like I said, not to, constantly repeat myself, but Alpenfestung didn't play bad. And they played better throughout that game because they got back into it. Did Tragic maybe kind of slow down on the kind of later part of that game? Yeah, there's elements that could be said, but I do know for a fact that, Renzo from Alpenfestung really kind of helped keep the game alive by digging his heels in. He may have died 24 times, but he constantly dug his heels in, and he really, really turned some hard points around for the side of Alpenfestung, and definitely wasn't as much of a... When you consider, at the start of the game, Alpenfestung had 6 points and Tragic had over 100,
Yeah.
That's a pretty good show from Alpenfestung.
Absolutely, and I'm taking a look at the scorecard, and iPanon says it all. 2 minutes and 43 seconds on the point. Yeah. I will continue to highlight that stat because I'm a huge fan of OBJ, and you'll just hear me constantly talk about it. This guy did go 7-19, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, he did what had to be done and allowed these other guys the opportunity to get out and slay for their team. And it definitely shows on the scorecard. I mean, almost a 60-point win for the side of Tragic. Tragic coming in strong on that first win. We're going to see a search and destroy match that, it's going to be the game breaker here. You got to think that Alpenfestung, we watched them play Hardpoint or Search and Destroy last week. They played much better than they did on the respawn. So I'm assuming they are more of a Search and Destroy team, if I'm not wrong, if I'm not mistaken.
I would agree with that too. So yeah, you bring up that excellent point. And the way they came back into this hardpoint game, as much as, at times hardpoint isn't like the most strategical game mode in the world, the way Alpenfestung, dug their heels in and got back into it, it does give me a positive sign that they can do something against Tragic in Search and Destroy. Again, like I said at the start of this series, Alpenfestung may have looked better on Tuesday, but to be fair, it was against a little bit of a weaker team than Tragic in XOXO, so you've got to take that into account. Their back is against the wall. They need to win it to take it to game 3. I love Alpenfestung, but I don't know. I feel like Tragic are gonna come out on top. They know what they're chasing in the standings as well, right? They're 10 points behind Kings. If that's not motivation enough, I don't know what is.
I don't either because, I mean, yeah, you did go up against EXO Tuesday, and I want to say that was that a 2-0 series, or did they go to a game 3?
It was a 2-0 series.
It was a 2-0
Yeah,
series.
it was a 2-0 series.
That's a great run if you're Alpenfesta, but you've got to keep that same momentum. And at the moment, the beginning of that match, they weren't ready, bro. The scoreboard told it all. You made a very valid point. Over 100-point lead going into P3.
Yeah.
You got to think, I mean, you gave up on P1. Where was P2 at for you? Because you didn't contest at all. Did you spend all of P1 trying to set up for P2 and it just fail? I don't understand that. Any rate, this Search and Destroy is going to be on firing range. We won't talk anymore about the hard point. It's just I'm completely at a loss for words for that first rotation, and I want to think that is the difference maker in that game set. At any rate, we're going to see a Search and Destroy on firing range, which is going to be fun to see. This is one of my favorite maps. I'm hoping that Hacken pulls out the Arctic 50 this game and truly exposes these guys out in open field. If they push themselves in positions where they're going to be exposed, Hacken needs to hit his shots. And if he hits his shots, that might be the tiebreaker right there. That might be something that changes the momentum for the side of Alpenfesten.
And this is the kind of map to make use of that, right? Especially if you're the defending side, right? If you're looking to cover the A bomb site, you have the Arctic 50, you have that in the right sight lines. You can definitely stop that bomb plant right off the bat. And it's even towards the B bomb site as well, right? That hallway, so to speak, leading into that B bomb site. So valuable with a gun like an Arctic 50. And this is part of why I love firing range, because both bomb sites are quite viable. But either way, we're into the game. Let's see what Tragic can do, as they are the holders of the bomb for the first 5 rounds.
I'm going to cut you off there as I am looking at chat. I want to go ahead and shout out my guy Jim. Jim coming through with a raid, his 61 Raiders, man. Baby. I appreciate you. If Jim can't do it, no one can. That's right, guys. He's our man. I will go ahead and say that. Jim, we appreciate you, my guy.
L to the yeah. L to the yeah. Absolutely popping off. But a little bit of a passive start overall. Baba Yaga does at least take down Dree, so that could be the entry point for this side of Tragic to get that early bomb plant. But Maxio and Ipana goes down. Hacken is and he popping off. He's got 1 kill. Like I said, he's looking towards that A bomb site, the perfect position to hold on to. They have that man advantage, but it is going to be a little airy. The takedown's easy. It's 2 against 2.
Oh, what a shot. Hacken. This guy, did he just wallbang the bomb? Is that what I just saw?
I don't know if that was wallbang or he saw the feet of a little airy that was poking out, and I think that's what helped did it.
At any rate, bomb is going to be right there on the A bomb site with 2 players left for the side of Alpenfesta. They are off to a decent start here in this Search and Destroy. Yep. Baba's going to make his rotations over into trailer. He's going to have Mar right outside of showers, which might be going in for a pinch here. I want to say Baba is aware of Hacken's location. Hacken makes his rotation outside of the armory side of the map, and the time is going to just run out. I didn't even take that in consideration.
Yeah.
Obviously, they didn't either. First round is going to go to Alpenfestung.
Good by Alpenfestung. Yeah, okay, they lost a player first, but at the end of the day, they clapped back hard. And I do think ZZ didn't need to die in that engagement with a little area, but either way, fair play to Hacken. He ended up somewhat saving the day a little bit for the side of Alpenfestung in this first round. Again, passive for the side of Tragic as they look to try and get some form of information. Dree doesn't help them though, as he takes down Maxuo, so it's instantly 5v4 in the favor of Alpenfestung.
Hacken doing Hacken things, taking some shots onto this A long site. He has the knowledge that people are in wood, so he's going to take a few shots there as he makes his rotation back over to the site. He's got one in Low Airy. Low Airy is going to be peeking out. He gets away clean there. Shots are going to be made. Low Airy is going to be able to take out Jerry. So we're going to have a 4v4 as Low Airy is going to push directly onto the site. right outside of the trailer stairs. Mars going to take out Ipana, rather, and Denza's going to take out Mars. It's going to be a 3v2 now as we see Renzo go down as well to Baba. So a bomb plant is looking pretty good, but as I say that, it looks like they're going to make their rotations over to the jungle side of the map as they are aware of Hacken's location. So they're going to make that rotation so that way he doesn't have any kind of advantage over them. The trophy's going to go down. Bomb is going to be planted. Proper rotation. That was actually well executed for the side of Tragic there. Hacken's going to be peeking out. He is going to be 40% health as Loeri spots him, and he's playing this bomb head glitch very well, so they might be able to get a pinch off on Hacken here. Hacken's going to go down, and we're going to have ZZ having a 1v3 now.
That was a great rotation from the side of Tragic. They recognized that one, Hacken had the A-bomb side cover. Two, they lost the first round. They had taken their time a little bit, and not presuming just because they have the man advantage you're going to win the round. They played it clear, but at the end of the day, ZZ is running out of time. The bomb plant is not going to go off. He does get killed in the little area, but at the end of the day, time runs out. Just like the first round, actually, as it happens. But against Alpenfestung this time, a round goes over to the one and only Tragic.
Absolutely, and that B rotation was superior, if you ask me. They got the kills that they needed to get the bomb down, and opting to go to the B bomb site was just, I mean, I don't think they could have done it any better. It was smooth. The transition was great. They didn't linger in mid. They got the bomb down immediately. It was a great rotation, and they put the pressure on the side of Alpenfestung, and they just cracked under pressure. So Alpenfestung going to lose that round. ZZ going to take out one. Hacken's going to take out Ipana, so low area and Ipana are going to be down. ZZ hit a nice shot there. I'm not sure what Hacken's shot was like, but I'm sure it was pretty similar because they're both pinching in on this B bomb site. Baba is going to be on the other side of these tires. He's going to be contesting Hacken here. Hacken's just going to be setting up right outside of tires, right outside the B bomb site. He spots one, takes out Max. Max is down. It's a 3v2 now, and the bomb is still yet to be picked up for the side of Tragic. And I'm not sure why they're rotating back. Why is Baba going all the way back around? I don't know. Maybe for a flank. Denza's going to hold point, try and get that bomb. Not going to be successful in doing that, but I'm going to take a look at Baba again because this is a rather odd transition, if you ask me.
No, I actually like it because, yeah, okay, the risk as he takes on ZZ is that, yeah, he's on his own and he's rotating around long, but you got to think they technically have more time because they're on the attacking side. So they can afford to come in and use that time, even if it's at the risk of Baba going down. So as much as I get your point, I really like what Baba Yaga do because he got information. He must have been communicating with Denza, and from that, they were able to extrapolate those kills. Really well played by Tragic. Love to see it.
Absolutely. I guess it did pay off because they were able to get onto the site rather quickly. I was thinking that they were going to play time a little bit like they did that first round and just let it evaporate, and it just, I mean, it was able for them to pan out, so we're going to see them go up 2-1 in this Search and Destroy, and Alpenfestung has to develop a better defending strategy as they've already given up 2 rounds. Maybe they're a better attacking side Search and Destroy team. I've got to see a lot better effort from them as they give up 2 rounds that I wouldn't say could have been easily won, but I mean, with the right rotations, you've had a hold on them. You had a man advantage in the last round. Unable to take it out. Baba is going to get the trade as he is taken out as well. The Arctic 50 and SMRS are going to deal out the same amount of damage there.
Oh, Maxu. Oh, my boo. Looking like an absolute... I don't know if I want to say shoe, but either way, Maxu just really, really, hopped off there. It was what I loved about Tragic's strategy in that round is the fact that they went for really early, straight out a bomb plant, and they hadn't really done that up until now. And mixing things up is always important when you're the attacking side, and that forced Alpenfestung's hands, and it was a great defense with the bomb plant by Tragic. So let's see what they can do as the final round on the attacking side for Tragic.
Alpenfest is going to get the first pick here as I'm taking a look at Hacken. Hacken got that shot right off the rip on that barrel side of A Long.
Yeah.
Right outside of the little burning car area. Able to find that little head glitch there. Absolutely destroyed Maxu. Maxu picked up a big frag last round. Unable to go forward this one. So we're going to see the bomb rotate back to Wood and then back to A Long. So it looks like they're a little indecisive of where they want to go. They've got Jerry right on site. So if they push out of that area in A Long, they might pay the price here. Baba knows that the rotation is going to come down. So he's going to throw his trophy on the ground in A Long, waiting for his team to make that push over. So we're still at a standstill. They're waiting on a pick, and there it is. Baba's going to take out Hacken. Big frag there for Baba. So we're going to see the rotation back over to the jungle side of the map. Mar is going to be there to contest, but Mar is going to be a solo wolf here. He's going to get a little help from ZZ. ZZ might be a little late on this transition as we take a look. Trophy's going to come down. Trophy's going to be destroyed. Oh, ZZ misses his first shot. Denza is going to take him out. Denza's also going to get the bomb down, maybe? No? Yep. No, Renzo's going to come in and swoop up and clean up the excess. Baba is creeping right outside. Baba pays the price. No. Baba is saved by Ipana. Ipana coming through in the clutch, and Jerry's got a 1v3 now. The round is still salvageable. Yes, it doesn't matter. 1v3 doesn't even have to come into effect as we see the time expires yet again for the side of Tragic.
Shame that the time expired because Baba Yaga just, honestly, it was beautiful to watch him in that last round. That's why I was silent, because I was literally just watching how he's playing. Definitely, it didn't help Tragic that they lost a player early on, but as much as I'm all for using your time when you're the attacking side, one thing that I felt is that they didn't actually get enough information before making a move, and they wasted a good 15-20 seconds because of that. But now, as you see, Alpenfesting are going to be on the attacking side. They're going to play in between the two bomb sites. Again, I worry that they're not getting enough information, but as the first point, as the attacking side, I respect that they are at least taking their time and maybe respecting the side of Tragic.
Yeah, minute is going to dwindle off the clock, and nothing has changed. I have to agree with you on the time thing for the attacking side last round, but the only thing that I noticed that was not, and I'm not sure if Denza did Denza have the bomb at any point? If Denza had the bomb, there was a point where he was like right on the B bomb site, and he opted to reload before planting the bomb. I didn't understand that. That's something that, kind of baffled me there. At any rate, we're still going to have a 3-2 lead for the side of Tragic. We're going to see Baba get the first frag on the game on this round, but ZZ and Jerry are going to be able to quickly take out two more. The rotations over the B are going to go down. Baba is going to be taken out as he is also going to take out one. We're going to see a 3v1 now. Pana is going to be the last remaining player for this Tragic team, and he is going to be taken out by ZZ. The game is all tied up at 3. We're going to see what looks like Imperium maybe lagging out. That is quite all right. We're going to figure that out. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and just keep it rolling here as Jerry picks up the bomb, makes his rotation over to this A long area. Is going to have a little bit of help from his team as the looks like a 4-man push into the A long area. Plant is going to come in full effect. They're going to be planning for this trailer and showers area. Bomb is down. 45 seconds remain. Denza's going to take out 2. Denza's going to take out 3. Hackett and ZZ. Oh, ZZ's gone. Hackett is going to be the last remaining player. He's going to take out 1. Oh, Denza picks up 4 big kills that round and absolutely destroys any hope for Alpenfestung to get that quick plant and take another back-to-back round win. But Tragic coming up in the clutch.
Wow. Sorry about that, by the way. My internet just seemed to have a little bit of a moment, should I say. I do need to send a screenshot though to make sure I'm legit in that regard. But either way, good round from the side of Tragic as they have taken the lead 4-3. Renzo has the ball in his hands on this current round. Again, I do slightly worry, even though Mars the first player down, the Alpenfestung just aren't really getting enough information. And because information is power, verdict, right? You know, if you're able to get information as Renzo goes down, you're able to use that information. Whereas I feel like Alpenfestung just aren't really using that enough.
No, they're definitely not. I'd go ahead and tell you the information that they are getting is not being communicated properly, or they're just not making the proper moves after they get the info. As you see, they're still stalling a little bit. That's understandable in the attacking side, as you want to take your time and make the right move. You're on the brink of elimination in this second game. If you want to see a game 3, you got to play this Search and Destroy to your best abilities. Hacken pushing out, trying to get low area, better angle on him. Panna and Maxu is going to just absolutely annihilate them. And we're going to see a 3v1. ZZ going to be the last remaining player. ZZ going to be taking some shots onto the bomb. I don't think he has a trophy there, so he's going to be 14 health. We're going to see the push from Panna. Panna is going to get the kill. ZZ is going to go down. Tragic's going to go up 5-3 in the game. We're going to see a potential last round in favor of Tragic.
I don't get why they went for the A bomb plant. I like the push onto the bomb plant from Alpenfestung because they had a 2-man push, and I do like that. But when it's 3v3, I just think the risk is just not worth it, and it spoke for itself. But let's see what they can do, as they're just going to go all guns blazing. Renzo's going to come down, but Denza's going to get a double kill. He's going to get traded up by Renzo, hacking onto Baba Yaga. It's an absolute bloodbath between the two teams, and we see that Maxu is the last one standing for Tragic. What the hell? Just like that, this round is on fire.
Yeah, they turned this game into a team deathmatch real quick. That was some pretty aggressive gameplay by the side of Alpenfestung. I loved it. Maybe this is what they should have been doing from the jump, and that usually doesn't work for teams. They got outslayed in the hardpoint, so you would think that, you know, maybe playing a little conservative would work better for them. That is not the case. Maxu's going to push directly on the site. He's got Renzo inside. Renzo knows he's there, so he's going to play time and inevitably make Maxu push in. We got 2 players in this trailer side. Bomb is going to be... No, it's a nade shot.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about 100 Thieves.
Yeah, to kind of touch upon what you said about, you know, maybe they should out more. On the first couple of, rounds as the attacking side, I mentioned they were being a little bit too passive and not getting enough information. By going in hard, it kind of worked, but it's not going to work again. Dre on the high panic, Denza gets a double kill. You can do the same thing once, but it's not always going to work out the second time. What's it saying? Verdict, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And it's not working this time, as the side of Tragic have Alpenfestung's number. Hacking Amar. Just 2 players standing.
Absolutely, and the bomb is directly inside of this trailer building. Denza is going to camp it out. This is pretty much going to sum up the matchup here for Alpenfestung, as it looks like they're going to be potentially taken out here. Hackett and Mar just have to pull something, you know, completely out of nowhere here to make something like this happen. And you're right. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Fool me, you can't get fooled again, though. I mean, come on now. It's not going to happen.
I respect the push, but why didn't they push for B as a 5-man team, right?
Oh, that would have definitely caught him off guard.
Exactly. But look, I can respect the push either way. Still 2 players left. We're speaking about it as if it's absolutely over. Mark,
wow!
He's gonna get double. This switch around comes through. It's just Maxu and Baba Yaga left standing. Yes, they do still have to pick up the bomb. The fact that they picked up the bomb is gonna alert, the attention of the two remaining players are tragic. That's where they're going to be able to maybe position themselves for a little bit of a pincer play to slide through. Baba Yaga's going to try and snipe up Mare, but Mare is a little bit more aware of it. He's going to turn around. Maxu takes down Hacken. It's going to come down to a 1v2. I don't get why Hacken got so far away from Mare. It was just not really advisable. But now, as Maxu and Baba Yaga, they're not going to work. It is going to be the round over. Time runs out. And we see Tragic winning this series 2-0.
That was a wild ending. I believe Hacken should not have just... It looks like he was standing outside of 10, waiting for Maxu to come through. But if you're proper in that transition to be... You got the bomb in hand. You got to be a little more aware. Like, you know the guy's coming. Obviously, you got to get around that bomb. Get the plant down above everything. Because that was ultimately... the reason why the time did not extend and we didn't see a bomb plant, because Hackett hesitated there, waiting outside, trying to get that frag. And if he would have got the frag, it would have been great. Don't get me wrong. But he didn't get the kill, and he didn't get the bomb planted. That was a big blunder for him.
And maybe that just kind of overall sums up Alpenfestung in the sense of they're a good team and they make good plays some of the time, but the most of the time they're either lackluster or they fall down. And you know, that's not a hey, you know, quick comp, mate. That's you have the potential. You just gotta get your ducks in a row, improve on what you need to improve. You know more than me on what you do need to improve, whether it's comms, whether it's strategies, whether it's just pure aggression. And a mix of all three, but either way, you do that, Alpenfestung, and honestly, you can compete with the best. Just today, it's not going to be it.
It wasn't. And you know, we saw a valiant effort in the hard point to make that comeback. But you got to think, like, you got to start stronger next time you play against a team like Tragic there. I mean, that was probably the difference maker in this matchup, because the Search and Destroy could have gone either way. In my opinion, even though Tragic won that, say the hardpoint was a better start for the side of Alpenfestung, it leads to a better Search or Destroy game. You could have potentially 2-0'd these guys. At the end of the day, Tragic is going to walk away with a victory, and that is going to lead us to a break. Now, guys, we're going to take a very, very short break, because we're going to have an interview from our guy, JIMCODM Mobile from Aphelion, after that break. So a very, very short break, followed by the interview, and then we're going to jump right into the action. How's that sound, guys? That sound good to you, Imp?
Hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah.
Let's do it.
Cold at the touch, dead in the eyes, no signs of life no more. I put your love under the knife. Leave me to die here all alone. No signs of life no more, no. A crying dove may never fly. It's black and white. Yeah. Black and white. Oh, 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 oh. It's black and white. and white. Just let me go, it's only right. For all I know, it's only matter. It's calico, it's black and white. Just let me go, it's only right. For all I know, it's only matter. It's calico, it's black and white. White.
Guys, just like I said, short break. We just watched Tragic go over the side of Alpenfesting 2-0 in that series. And we're going to move over to a more competitive matchup in the aspect of the standings. Aphelion, top of Division 1, going up against the second place Kings. So before we even jump into that match, we've got, a pretty interesting interview from my guy Jim. I was super excited about this interview. This guy is all positive vibes, hardworking young man. Dude absolutely puts on a show every time he plays. Without further ado, let's go ahead and transition to that interview, you guys. I hope you are as excited as I am. Guys, we are here with the most popular EU content creator at the moment, in my opinion, in the comp scene, JIMCOD Mobile. Jim, how you doing this afternoon, my guy?
What's good, bro? I'm doing well, thanks.
Awesome,
Chilling.
dude. That's what I'm talking about. Chilling, man. Every time I come to your stream, dude, you're always chilling, cool vibes, positive vibes. How long have you been streaming for, my guy?
Now this is about the 5th week I've been streaming on Trovo. And yeah, it's going great. The support I've got from the EU scene and NA scene it's crazy. People checking in every day. It's great. It's a good community.
It's A100, dude. You're up to what, 2,000 followers on Trovo now?
Yeah, nearly 2,100, man. It's crazy.
That's wild, dude. I think I'm a little over you there, but I've been streaming since since like July. I'm a little embarrassed, to be honest, dude. You were killing it. Absolutely killing it. Keep that same grind going. Speaking of that grind, dude, you play Call of Duty Mobile. We're here all for Call of Duty Mobile, obviously. Talk about how you got into Call of Duty Mobile.
Yeah, for starters, this is my first ever mobile game I've ever played. And it's probably one of the most competitive mobile games I've ever played, to be honest, games in general. But how did I get into it? Really, it just came from me having a spare few minutes in between jobs at work. And when I was waiting to go to a next job, I'd just jump on and I'd play a few games. At this point, I didn't even know what ranked was, let alone screaming on COD Mobile or tournaments on COD Mobile. But yeah, it was something I ended up giving a lot of time to.
That's amazing, dude. And speaking of outside of Call of Duty Mobile, if you want to share what you do for a living, man, go ahead and let us know. I know you were talking about it a little while ago. Outside of Call of Duty Mobile, what's your profession, my guy?
Yeah, I just run a plumbing and heating business. Yeah, that's great. It's great at the moment, but in a pandemic, it's not as easy as it used to be. I'll put it like that. So I'm putting a lot more time into JIMCODM and Trovo. I'm enjoying it. We're all doing what we can do in the pandemic, so
absolutely,
it is what it is.
Absolutely, my guy. He was telling me he in between jobs, dude. You just picked up your phone and started playing out of nowhere, like 30 minutes at a time, and you're here now.
Bro. It's crazy. Literally a year ago, I'd play with 2 thumbs, and that was it. Now I'm here with a headset, a mic, a gaming phone, fully rigged out, being the best player I can be, and I do genuinely enjoy it, and I'm trying to get the EU scene as much exposure as possible.
Absolutely, dude, and that's exactly what we're here for as well. I'm glad we were able to get this interview with Jim, because one of the things that I also wanted to bring up was the fact, the negativity that comes around, and I'm not saying it's something that's completely negative, but I mean the EU comp scene compared to like the NA comp scene. Or even the Latin, man, we want to talk about the guys over in Latin America just absolutely kill it. The most loyal fans I've ever met. What's going on over here? What can we do here to bring that positivity and bring that community and fan base and loyalty over to EU comp scene? Because man, we're trying to get like NA, we're trying to get like Latin America. We got a long way to go. What you got planned for us, my guy?
I'm trying to get it booming. There's a lot of things that I think could help EU. For one, it's like it's Call of Duty. It's always going to have a sense of toxicity, but I think it's got to stay in the game. It shouldn't be in Discord. Shouldn't be in Trovo chats. It's just in games. You're shooting buddies, shoot your buddies, but keep it in the game. You know what I'm saying? But like as far as helping build like an esports economy and a viewership, which will give us bigger events, more money, bigger prize pools, bigger org interests. There's a lot of content creators in EU, which I'm trying to be, so I can be that person to put the flow of viewership towards things like Mobile Mayhem, Xenom League, these tournaments that are giving us a platform. There's a few content creators in EU that have already got the following behind them that could really do their bit to help EU the same way that NA content creators help NA. It's a long grind. It's not going to be easy, but I think if all the content creators put a bit in, we'll get a lot out.
I absolutely 100% agree with you. And I'm thinking back to all the NA content creators out there, dude. These guys, there's so many of them that are just willing to bend over backwards to help you out. I mean, I won't even go into that. There's endless opportunity there. I want to help, establish this particular scene and help you out in any way, form, or fashion. So, dude, anything along the way, you let me know, guys. Moving on to the next thing. We were talking about it earlier. I kind of want to venture off into that as we split off on a tangent. You talked about some of the games you played previously. This is the first mobile game that you played, but talk about some of the previous gaming history you had before this.
Yeah, well, I was a console player for a long, long time. I'll just say we had some MLG days playing Major League Gaming back when it was on Xbox 360. And then recently, 2019, early 2020, I was big on Apex Legends as well. I never really did anything with content. It was always like pro scrims or Twitch events, which was great. It wasn't for me. I was being outgunned by PC because I didn't really have a desire to come off a controller.
Yeah, dude, I tried to make that transition to keyboard. It's just, forget about it. I'm a bot
me,
as
bro.
it is for controller. I'm gonna stay with my controller. I enjoy it. It's like that little piece of comfort. But no, definitely.
That's the one, bro.
Yeah, definitely. So some of the fewer names that you played against in that professional Apex Legends.
I've been in the same lobbies as Shroud, Dr. Disrespect. There's a DSM Diego Saurus, who's one of my favorite Apex players. It's a different ball game. It's a completely different league to the standard I was playing at.
That's crazy to even mention those names in the same category and playing in the same lobbies. That's wild, bro.
It's crazy.
That is crazy. So some professional gaming in your history. This is your first mobile game. This is like an absolute this is your first mobile game. You see, you're already at the top of your division. You're easily known. I mean, 2,100 followers within the first 5 weeks of streaming on Trovo. I got my pup screaming in the background. I'm gonna have to get him in a second. So we're gonna find a moment to end off on. What are the things that my girl B, and guys, if you've been watching Mobile Mayhem, B is the absolute back office work. She puts in the most work for us, my guys. So shout out to B.
Sure, man.
One of the things that B brought to my attention and wanted me to ask you personally was, how do you put up with some of these guys on your team? And when I say that, I mean Toby in particular. Toby was one of the names she dropped. How do you work with guys like that?
My son's over at Aphelion. Yeah, Toby's a menace. He's a real pain to work with. He's always never in OBJ. He's always simping on Discord.
Oh man, simping on Discord?
You know. He gets down how he wants to get down. He's a teammate all the same.
Oh man, Toby, my guy. We have to get you in here next time. Maybe you can defend your name. But at this particular moment, we're gonna go ahead and end it here, guys. Until next time. And also we confirmed it. This time we didn't do a face cam, and I understand that we wanted to do the face cam this time. I prefer the face cam. Next time is coming, guys. Let the man, like he said, everything's on lockdown at the moment. Barbershops ain't coming through, man. I wouldn't be anywhere without my barber. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that. So I'm going to give him a pass this time. We're going to let him slide. Jim, if you haven't had a chance to, go ahead and follow Jim. JIMCOD Mobile is going to be his, or this way actually, is going to be his handle for Twitter and Trovo. Go ahead and drop the man a follow. Give the man some clout. He deserves it. Jim, man, I appreciate you, my guy.
Thanks for having me, bro. Love, I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, my guy. Well, until next time, we are going to go ahead and get back into the action, guys. You heard it here first, guys. We are going to get that face cam from my guy, Jim, one way or another. Next time, though, I promise you, we're going to go ahead and get started up on this next match of the series. Aphelion going up against Kings. This is for a potential first place tie or a potential first place lead, or continuous of lead, rather. I'm so sorry. With that being said, we're going to see the maps going over. We're going to have Crash Hardpoint to start us off. A Search and Destroy, a Meltdown, and then a Summit Domination. Is this right? Am I seeing a Summit Domination? Please tell me I don't see a Summit Domination. Let me just confirm that. That is something you don't normally see in this tournament series. We are going to see a Summit Domination. This is going to get toxic if it goes toward Game 3. I'm excited. With that being said, we've got some map bans. Hardpoint Scrapyard's going to be banned. And it looks like Affiliate's going to be banning Hardpoint on Hackney Yard. It's one of my favorite maps. Some of the guns we're going to be banning here, it's going to be the Chopper for the side of Aphelion, and Kings are opting to ban the Man of War. So guys, bear with us as we have Imperium having a bit of internet issues. If you could go ahead and get us started up, I can go ahead and take the lead in this first matchup. What'd you guys think of my guy Jim, though? Give the guy some recognition. Jim, an absolute beast, absolute A100 guy in my book. Very similar, in my opinion, to myself. Just very hardworking, down to earth. I have a fun guy to talk to. So if you don't follow JIMCOD Mobile on Trovo and Twitter, go ahead and drop the man a follow. He's got some big things coming up. Don't miss out on that. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started up. We have a Crash Hardpoint. We're going to be spectating none other. No, we're not. We're going to be backing out as Grizz and Team Kings are going to have connection issues. We're going to transition back. Imperium is just now connecting back. We're going to go ahead and pull that up. What'd you think, my guy? I know your internet crapped out towards the end, but what an interview. My guy Jim is a stand-up character, man. He is somebody in this EU comp scene that is greatly needed, in my opinion.
110%. On a side note, do I need to leave the game? Yeah?
Yeah. I need to leave the game too, obviously.
Okay, sorry. My apology. I don't know what it is with my internet. I know the weather is bad in Ireland. Like my modem says, hey, my router says, hey, you have internet, but I kind of don't. It's obviously dropped in twice now, so I do apologize about that. But anyway, yeah, Jim, I do genuinely have a lot of love for Jim, and for for kind of what he's trying to do for the community. And it's cool to get to know him a little bit more and learn more about him. At the end of the day, all we can all do is try our best, and and I think the most important thing he said is just leaving the toxicity in game and not having it in the chats.
Absolutely, 100% agree with you on that one. And you guys thought that interview was long? We actually, we were in the VC talking like 15 minutes prior to the interview, and then another 10 minutes afterward. Dude is just, he's dope in my opinion. I hope we get a lot more stand-up people like him. The level of maturity this guy brings to the game is just, it's uncanny, man. The guy is just putting the scene on his back, and we need to support him in every aspect, in my opinion. But as I say that, we're going to move on. It looks like we might have another connection issue, as I only see 4 players for the side of Kings getting in the lobby, and Narcs is going to leave, so we're actually going to leave as well. Yeah, this is going to be third time's a charm. Is that right? Yep, we're going to have third time's a charm, and it looks like the weather over in Ireland is going to force Imperium back out. It looks like the weather is going to prevent him from connecting as well. Nonetheless, we're going to get back started as soon as everybody in the lobby is ready and is able to move forward. Not 100% sure what's going on. He's going to restart his modem, he says. So before we move on, we'll take a look at the map bans and everything. Again, Crash Hardpoint. That is still so interesting. A Summit Domination, guys. Chat, what do you think of a Summit Domination? In my opinion, this is probably one of the most toxic maps to play Domination on. So the fact that it was thrown in the mix, if it goes to a Game 3, I would just assume that it's going to be pretty lopsided, one side or the other. Affiliate, if they get the early advantage, it might lead to them taking the series in that Game 3 if they allow to go to a Game 3. Kings might even 2-0 here. If they 2-0, they're going to tie up on Division 1 here. So a lot at hand, a lot at stake. As we saw Tragic go 2-0, I'm looking at the standings. They're at 120, or 130 rather, so they have moved in advance to the second place point. If Aphelion, or if Kings even takes it to a Game 3 and is able to win the series, they are going to be tied at second place. So they're not going to move up. They're rather just going to be moving back to their position. P1's going to be over there for shot. 4 points for the side of Aphelion are going to be racked up. Jim picks up his second kill as he pulls out the KRM, taking out Angel and Inferno. We're going to see some contention in P1 as they go on back and forth. Jim's going to be pushed by multiples here. Going to get a separate angle. We're going to see Head for Death able to get the kill. Kings is going to be able to snag this hotel spawn area and secure setup for P2. P1 is going to go in favor of Aphelion. Toby's going to be taken out by Head for Head. Head for Dead picking up some kills there that are going to be crucial to this rotation. But if you are the side of Aphelion, you got to be sitting proper here at a 25-plus point lead. P2 is going to be open for shop. Still not too late for them to make their rotations over, but we're going to have to see that rotation come a little sooner than later. Head for Dead, setting up proper, got the smoke down, gets the kill onto Toby. Toby unable to find the right groove there. He is going to be contested and taken out. Head for Dead picks up another one before he is taken out. Jim picks up his third kill, rather, and Jim is going to be taken out. 40 points now for the side of Aphelion. They are going to go up and take spawns for P2 and 3. Top of the hotel, we're going to see Inferno setting up for what looks like a retake, but he's going to have to get a little bit of help, and before he is able to get a little bit of help, he is going to be taken out. So we're going to see Ghoul and team setting up outside of this hotel area. They still have a 40-point lead going into about 25 seconds left. Ghoul opted to shoot bodies, not going to help him there as he is going to be taken out. P3 is going to be opened up for shop here in about 20 seconds or so, and it looks like it's been all Aphelion from the get. Oh, Saturn's opting to use the KRM, just absolutely obliterating people in the point. We're to see him also pull out the ASM-10. He's going to be taken out by Angel. Angel's going to pick up their fourth frag. And before we pull up the P3 stat, we're going to look at the stats here. Saturn 7-5, Ghoul 6-5, both off to great starts. For the side of Kings, Head for Death, one of their newer pickups, put in some work. He's going to need some help from Grizz and team as they are struggling to get on the board. I'm not sure what's going on with Grizz. Grizz is usually a better respawn player with that KRM, but just unable to find his groove here. Still plenty of game left to be played. Jim's going to be taken out by Grizz. Grizz, all I needed to do was say his name, and he just puts on. Saturn is going to get the refrag. So we're going to have a back and forth, but the point is going to remain in favor of Aphelion. Now, guys, this is for first place in the division. If Kings is able to 2-0 these guys, they will find themselves tied in the top of Division 1. Now, if they don't, they're going to find themselves in either second or third place at the end of this. So a lot is up for stake here. 110 to 25, or 30 rather, as P4 is going to be opened up for business here in the next 7 seconds. It looks like it has been a completely all Aphelion, but if Kings is able to maintain and hold these spawns and this point, they might be able to recover some of that deficit. The War Machine from Saturn's is going to come in clutch, but Head for Death able to use those grab spikes to his advantage. Spawn is going to be in favor of Affiliate, so Affiliate is going to be able to take over P4, and we're going to see a 80-point lead just continue to grow and grow for the sides of Affiliate. Affiliate is going up big in this matchup early. Go ahead and punch these guys in the jaw. Go ahead and let them know that you're here. This is exactly what you want to see if you're Affiliate. If you're Kings, you think Head for Death has to get some help here as P5 is opening up for business in about 20 seconds. He's going to need a little backup here. And yes, guys, that's right. I'm soloing it right now. My guy Imperium is resetting his router, so bear with me if I just start rambling. But he's going to be joining us back as soon as his modem is reset. Head for Death setting up proper inside of this mechanic shop. He is going to be pushed by Slayer. Slayer's got the... Whoa! So, was that a... Oh, no. One player for the side of Kings is going to disconnect. It looks like one player, Grizz maybe. Grizz disconnecting completely from the series, and that's not a good sign if you're side of Kings. Kings, you needed both of these games in order to win, and with it being a 4v5, I couldn't imagine... them being able to, bounce back and hold P5 and be able to continue to get points being down a man. But we'll see their struggle and see how it is. Head for Death, not sure what was going on with those grab spikes there. Maybe that was a misclick, but it did not look like he had anybody in the vicinity. With that being said, we're going to see the contest for the side of Affiliate. Affiliate doesn't care if they're having connection issues. They're going to go ahead and take advantage of every point they can get. Pushes in late, and Jim is going to be contested by Head for Death. Head for Death is on a absolute spree here. He's got 17. This guy's a one-man wrecking crew. He's going to be pushed again by Jim. Jim is going to make him pay, though, as he pulls out that KRM. Jim picks up his 10th kill, but let's not shy away from the fact that Head for Death has got 17 kills on the board, 17 and 9. Doesn't help that he doesn't have a 5th player on his team, but wow. Head for Death playing as if this is the finals of the COD Mobile Regional Championship right now. He is just absolutely slaying out, playing as if this is the last game of his life. And it's really showing out, though. He's going to need a little help from his team. Definitely not finding that support he needs at the moment. And like I'm going to continue to harp on. Being down a man is not a position that you want to find yourself in. Jim's going to push in. Jim's going to get some help from Slayer. Slayer does pick up the kill on Head for Death. Narcs is able to take out Jim there. So we're going to see P2 open up for shop here in about 15 seconds. And Saturn's and Team Affiliate are going to be at a 100-point lead going into the P2 transition. Jim using that KRM, doesn't matter what gun he uses, he finds a way to do it at his advantage. He's going to be taken out there by what looked like Angel, maybe. Is going to be able to get some help there, and they are going to be up 215 to 94, and guys, it might be over before it even started. Unfortunately, Kings is having connection issues, as we saw Grizz completely lag out. 222 to 94. Not a good start for the side of Kings. Kings needed both of these games in this series, or the first 2 games, rather, not even go into a Game 3 in order to close that deficit on that first-place position. It is not going to matter what the outcome of this game is. The side of Affiliate is going to remain in first place in Division 1, and Kings, at a potential loss of place, they might be dropped down to the 3rd place. They'd have to win the Search and Destroy and the Domination in order to tie it all back up. Jim's going to push out with his KRM, and 5 seconds is all that is needed for the side of Affiliate. That's going to be game. We're going to see these guys. Oh, no, they're not doing that. They're not. Don't start that, you guys. As hilarious as it is, don't kick a dead horse while he's down. I saw them do that little Semtex play, the Semtex where you throw it on your teammate and they run directly into the line of fire for your enemy and taking them out. That is just super toxic. At the end of the day, Affiliate is going to steal the game, regardless of the disconnect from Grizz. I really don't think that it really mattered, as we saw Affiliate just dominate from the jump. They went up about 50 points off the rip, and they never looked back. The fact that Kings had connection issues was irrelevant in this game, as you saw it. Head for Death, notable performance. I'm gonna go ahead and put this guy on point. 21-16. This dude slayed out absolutely. Narcs, we're not far behind him. He does out-frag him in the sense of score, but we're gonna look at the side for Affiliates. Saturn's, Ghoul, and Jim all putting in some work on the point. 2 minutes and 9 seconds for Saturn. Saturn's also top frags at 18-16, 20-16 for Ghoul. Jim, even though going 14-20, was able to get that third place position and 53 seconds on the point. So we're going to see a game 2 now as we break back onto the scene. Imperium has reset his modem. We are back live.
So like Grizz, hey, we're all responsible for our own internet connection. I don't know what was happening with mine. To be fair, I don't know how long it's going to last for. So again, super apologies to yourself and everybody there. Hey, look, I will say that Kings are not the best on hardpoint. I don't want to use that as an excuse. I do think the Grizz disconnect, albeit that's life. Sometimes these things happen when you're relying on an internet connection. The best thing Kings can do is look to essentially adapt coming into game 2, take on Search and Destroy, beat Affiliate in Search and Destroy, and then we'll find out in domination. Of course, Affiliate were gonna take this win on a hard point. Of course they were. It is what it is.
Yes, and like I was just saying in the matchup, they are not going to be able to catch Affiliate in the standings, but they still have a shot at potentially not allowing Affiliate to take a run of the lead. If they are able to steal this game, this will push them in a position to at least compete for 10 points. But the last thing you want to do is give Affiliate 20 here.
Not just that, though. They're fighting to hold on to second place.
That's right.
Because of Tragic beating Alpenfesten 2-0. So right now, Kings are in third. Tragic are the ones in second. The best thing Kings can do is go on equal points to Tragic. So this is very, very, very important for Kings to win this series.
Absolutely, and just as you say that, I pulled up the standings so everybody can see. This is updated in real time. Tragic is at 130, leading them in the second place. Kings down to third place. I brought that up too in the broadcast as we were talking about it in the hard point. They need to win the next 2 games in order to move forward in the standings and compete for that second place spot. Now, if they are unable to do that, they're going to find themselves in a very precarious position in third place. Down but not out, I would say. But at this particular point in the tournament series, you don't want to find yourself down 40 plus points from first place, because that's exactly what's going to happen if you're unable to win this next game. You're going to find yourself down 40 points. Tragic is going to be down 30 in second place, and you're going to be lost a spot. So you don't want to let Affiliate extend their lead. Granted, we had connection issues with it seems like everybody had connection issues. I'm all good though. It's weather here is terrible, but I'm all good.
All the cool people had connection issues. There you go.
Hey, you know what? I'll take it. It is what it is.
No, it's true. And like for Kings, I was casting another league yesterday, in which Kings were in a similar situation, and this is why they lost their first hardpoint game, right?
Yeah,
and they won the second Search and Destroy, and they beat their opponent 6-0. Now, I don't think that's going to happen against Affiliate, but either way, Kings won. They still end up losing the series. They lost the third game. So, like, is there that kind of mental thing for Kings where just, because it's maybe fresher in their mind, there's that history repeating itself, question mark. That even if they do win game 2, they're like, wait, yeah, but like yesterday we lost the third game. Yeah. So they will really have to get past that. Really get past that.
Absolutely. And if you don't mind me asking, what team was it that they played against? Was it Tragic?
And they were playing against Trizium.
Trizium. Oh, that's right. Trizium Sinks.
Yeah.
So
Trizium.
yeah, that is wild, dude. I have yet to see Sinks play to their full potential in this Mobile Mayhem Winter Cup 2021, and I'm gonna go back to it as much as I can because I made a bold statement about 3 weeks ago, maybe 2.5, 3 weeks ago. I'm not sure what it was. Sinks has the potential to be one of the best teams in this EU comp scene. Now, that all relies on their ability to play together as a team. And when I first came in, I just didn't see it. They outslayed their opponents, still lost a hardpoint game, and ultimately lost a series. But when you put 2 and 2 together, dude, like when these guys are, when they find their groove, when they find what they need, I don't know what it is. It's a lack of communication. It's a lack of, teamwork. It's a lack of roles. I'm not sure 100% what it is. I won't go any more further into Sinks, but just look out for Sinks, dude. These guys are absolutely animals, in my opinion.
Sure, and 100% agree. But man, Aphelion, they definitely have to keep their guard up because they know that they essentially got handed a free win. And if you're trying to be the best, you don't want to win on those terms. Especially when it's one game in a best of 3, right? So that could actually go against Aphelion, especially if Aphelion lose Search and Destroy. Because they could be going, oh wait, we only won game 1 because they had a disconnect. I know that's not exactly the case, but when you lose a game, you maybe lose a bit of doubt. When you lose a bit of doubt, a bit of negativity can creep in, whether it's one of the players, whether it's the whole team. So it is important that Aphelion comes into this Search and Destroy as if it's, 0-0, as if they haven't won the first game, right? Because they need to still prove something. As much as they're on the top of the standings and they want to, there's only one way when you're at the top, and that's down. So they don't want to go down. They want to stay at the top, increase that lead, increase that cushion. So it is just as important of a Search and Destroy game for Aphelion as it is for Kings.
Absolutely. And to your point, yes, they were pretty much handed the win there in that hard point. But don't let that 4v5 fool you. Aphelion had complete control of that game even before Grizz disconnected. I mean, it was like a 100-point lead for Aphelion going into point 3. So, with that being said, the game was pretty much handed to them. But I still believe, even with a 5-man full Grizz on, I still don't think that Kings would have been able to take that hardpoint game. And that's just my opinion. It's humble. Take it for what it is.
I'm verdict.
There we go. I'm verdict.
And it's funny enough, it's ironic that the map that Kings 6-0 their opponents Trizium yesterday is on the exact same map as we're seeing right here, right now. So let's see if it's gonna go down. Of course, Aphelion is gonna be on the attacking side to kick things off. They're hovering in between A and B. I do like the fact that Saturn's is looking towards the A side just to try and get a little bit of information. He might fall victim as he does at the hands of Grizz, but I don't know. Could be worthwhile as Heferdeath trades up, although just as I say, the Slayer goes down, Ibok goes down, and Ghoul is left on his own.
Oh, Ghoul, my God, what was that? Grizz had the shotty in hand, peeked around the corner, that slow peek, paid his life for it as Ghoul picks up 3 frags. I was sitting here thinking this is about to be a Jim clip, or not Jim clip, but a Grizz clip. Hey, Ghoul said, no, sir, not today. This is not going to be a all jizz fest, or Grizz fest.
Oh man, I'm so
Wow,
pretend
that
you didn't
was
say that.
I caught myself there. That was almost a blunder at the highest extent. What did Verdict just say?
As Ghoul looks to plant that bomb, let's see if he can really cream the point for Filion in this first round. It is 1v2, and that was always going to be a risky play going for the A bomb side. I kind of get why he did it, because it was, you know, the lesser of the two, not the lesser of the two evils, but the harder of the two evils, which would have given a little bit more time to him. But at the end of the day, it's open field. You were going up against two. There's always going to be a strong chance he wasn't going to survive.
There is always a shot for him to clutch that up, but it just wasn't going to happen. Narcs or Angels rather, push it in. Narcs going to pick up the kill. Ultimately, round is going to go to the side of Kings, and the quick A bomb plant is not going to happen. It was almost down. Saturn's opting to stop, going to pick it back up. Bomb is planted. 40 seconds left on the clock. Now the pressure is on the side of Kings. Kings going to push in. Grizz takes out one, pushes up the ladder. He's got Saturn's in his sight. Oh, not Saturn's, rather. Yes, Saturn. Saturn's is going to go down. Grizz picks up two. Grizz is going to be taken out there. Toby's going to be pulling out the MP5. It just absolutely wrecks Grizz. Ghoul picking up a Finnick kill, and Angel's going to be the last player. Oh, Angel takes out Toby.
Oh, I thought that wasn't going to work out. I was like, how did he not go down in that regard? And Ghoul, he knew he was under a little bit of pressure, so he kind of crouched down, got back up after reloading, and ended up taking down the last player, Kings. And after that first round win by Kings, I was literally going, is this a deja vu from yesterday? But no, it is going to be one apiece. And now we see the side of Ophidian. They're looking towards a B bomb plant, and that totally makes sense considering they've essentially had 2 rounds on an A bomb site, switching things up quite nicely. But it's going to be a good start for the side of Kings, and Narcs picks up a kill on the Jim.
Narcs playing very, very well at the moment. He's got the reel on the board. Ghoul setting up proper inside of this sniper perch little area, and we've got a 35 seconds left on the clock for the side of Kings to push out. We're going to see Ghoul pushing out, helping his teammate Saturn. Saturn's was saved by Ghoul's there. We're going to see Ghoul be taken out by Narcs. Narcs picking up another clutch kill there as he took out Ghoul. We're going to have a 2v4 as Toby is going to be taken out by Head for Death. Head for Death making his name known in this Kings lineup very well. Bomb is going to be defused. Inferno going to be able to get the last frag, and we're going to see Kings go up 2-1. So no 6-0 here for Kings today, but very much a possibility for Game 3 here, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right?
Yeah, I really think so. Like, you know, I did say that I think Kings are better on Search and Destroy than they are in Hardpoint, and we're seeing it right here, right now. As Saturn's going to play around. Ghoul gets a kill onto Inferno, so that's good. It's good. An instant B bomb plant. I do like the aggression from Ophidian. I would like to see on the next round, I know I'm thinking a little bit ahead, but I would like to see them just play a little bit calmer to try and get a bit of information. But again, Jim comes in, takes down Angel. You know, I like the direct play from Ophidian. They are at least trying to send a message and suppress the players of Kings round by round and shake their boots just a little bit and at least win this round and even things up.
Absolutely. Grizz playing super aggressive. He is going to be taken out by Toby. Jim takes out Head for Death. Narcs is going to be the last remaining player for the side of Kings. Oh my God!
Wow.
Narcs, if you hit these shots, you're an absolute animal. Doesn't matter though. Round is going to go to Ophidian as the time is going to play out. Oh my God!
Oh, wow, baby! I tell you what, may not have won the round, but Narcs definitely shown us what he can do and shown what he's made of. He's on 8 kills so far. I know this is less of a, you know, kill frenzy game, but you know, I think it's just sending that little bit of a message to Ophidian going, yeah, don't keep me alive in the game. We'll take you out, mate.
Narcs pushing up onto the mid site. He's going to be pushed by a nade there. Jim's going to take out Grizz as he picks at his third kill. Inferno is going to get the refrag. We've got a 4v4 situation, and the bomb is down, so there's only 35 seconds left for the side of Kings. Kings going to have to do it with 3 now, as we saw Inferno. Now 2. Narcs picks up the refrag. Saturn's is going to go down. So Narcs and Head for Death are going to make their push onto the A site. They're going to have 3 hefty opponents here with Ghoul, Slayer, and Toby still alive. Narcs just knows exactly where they are. Narcs takes out Slayer, but Ghoul able to get the refrag. Toby and Ghoul going to have to take out Head for Death, and they do. They're going to go up 3-2 as we are flipping sides. I have to say that was a very interesting round. I for sure thought Narcs and Head for Death were going to be able to clutch that up. I was hoping they would, because I really want to see a game 3 now. This is a search and destroy game that has just, it's going to leave me on, it's going to leave me on E if I don't see, if I don't see a game 3, I'm just gonna be out of it. I can't go on if I don't see a game 3.
What's good for Aphelion is that, to be fair, they turned it around, because honestly they weren't looking the best as the attacking side. I like the aggression, and credit where it's due. Getting that 3rd point as the attacking team is definitely a good way to start as a defending side. You can see Kings are definitely playing a lot more calculated and passive in the first round as the attacking side. They seem to have the majority of the players heading towards the A bomb side as Angel is leading the way. Gonna turn around, take down Jim. That's a good start. They don't directly want to plant the bomb absolutely straight away. They want to secure the positions around the A site before it goes down.
Bomb is going to go down. We're going to see 40 seconds left on the clock for the side of Aphelion. A 3v3 is going to ensue here as Ghoul and Team Aphelion are going to make the rotations. Ghoul's going to be taken out via Grizz's shotgun. Grizz is going to be traded by Toby. Saturn's got a 1v2. He's going to be taken out by Narcs. The round is over, and we've got a tie ball game 3 all going into the 7th round. And I am having some kind of spectator glitch where it looks like everybody's just like bouncing around. It just looks like everybody is bouncing left and right without even moving. Which is very interesting. So I'm gonna have to monitor that, see what's going on.
Yeah, it's one of those things that can happen with the spectator glitch. I've had not that exact thing a couple of times, but I've had definitely things similar, especially with the emulator, to be fair. Saturn's comes in, gonna take down Angel. A good start at least for Aphelion. But Kings now gonna plant the bomb on the B site after evening things out. You're definitely looking a lot better. Jim and Saturn's down at the hands of Aphelion, so it's going to be 3 against 4 against Aphelion.
Absolutely. We're going to go ahead and see 30 seconds left on the clock. Slayer, Ghoul, and Toby are going to have to make their transition. Ghoul sees one, takes a shot, misses. He's going to be taken out by Narcs, who has just been absolutely dominant this Search and Destroy. Absolutely coming through in the clutch. Toby's going to take out Grizz, but Inferno's going to get the refrag. We got a 3v1. Slayer's going to be the last remaining player, and Inferno's going to take him out, giving the advantage to the side of Kings. I might have to restart my emulator now, as the screen is just like bouncing around. Super weird.
All we can do is just play with it as we can, the best we can, and that's exactly what Kings are doing. They're playing this Search and Destroy the best way they can. They went behind 3-2, but now they're ahead 4-3, playing much better as the attacking side, if I do say so myself. Aphelion all the while still 5 players up, so it's a good start for Aphelion, because losing a player early on as the defending side is so much harder on this map in general, but in my eyes, definitely on this map.
Absolutely. This map is, I don't care how great of a Search and Destroy team you are, this map is just a completely different element. It's much different in the sense of you can't get this kind of up close setup. You can't have a lot of rotations are made on this map, and it's just not the same as if you're playing a Search and Destroy on Firing Range or on Raid.
Sure.
It's pretty similar to Summit, which is why I'm glad we don't play Search and Destroy on Summit in Mobile Mayhem, because I don't like it. This map is a different beast. Jim and Narcs both going to go down early as we see Toby take out Narcs. Narcs is up to 13 kills. So Angel with bomb in hand is going to make their rotation over to the backside of their office spawn building in hopes of potentially getting the information they need to fully rotate. Looks like they might do so onto the A site. And yes, Head for Death's going to take out Slayer after Slayer takes out Grizz. So we got a 3v3 going to ensue. Bomb is going to come down with 25 seconds, going to push the clock back up to 45. And Aphelian's going to have to make the rotation. Starting off strong. Saturn's and Inferno taking out Toby and Angel. Bomb might be diffused quickly here if Saturn's and Ghoul can team and collaborate here. We're going to have Inferno, rather, going to be the last remaining player. He's going to be pushed by Ghoul. Ghoul is going to make him pay. Or Inferno's going to make Ghoul pay. The round is going to be over because of the diffuse from the side of Aphelion.
So Kings made a mistake there. They had strong push when Angel, who had the bomb, was led towards the A site with two of his teammates in front. If both those teammates had survived, the A bomb plant would have been perfect. But because it was a trade between them and Kings, I think it was Grizz that went down, that instantly delegitimized the A bomb plant, and it made it so much harder to defend. And credit where it's due, Aphelion ended up taking that round, and it was off the back of a King's mistake.
Absolutely, and I'm looking at Jim. Jim opting to snipe this round as he's got the Arctic 50 in hand. Takes out one. He's going to be pushed by Grizz. Grizz is going to absolutely annihilate him there with the KRM. Grizz doing Grizz things. There are down to one player now. Aphelion has Slayer.
Come on.
14 seconds left to go.
Slayer.
I don't think Slayer's going to be able to get it, my guy.
No, he's not. He's not.
He's
but
not.
At least if he can end with a strong show, maybe with double kill, that'd be pretty nice. No, he gets taken out by Head for Death, and a much better round from Kings, because I definitely was critical of the round before that. It's 5-4. The match point is in favor of Kings.
Kings looking to bounce back after a devastating hardpoint game where we saw a connection issue that ultimately led to their demise in that series. They lost pretty heavily. Now, this is a better game for them as we've got no connection issues. Everybody's on point, and it is looking like back and forth. It could go either way, in my opinion, but Kings could potentially take us to a game 3 here if they're able to clutch this round. We're going to see Narc setting up outside of what looks like this spawn office building, and he's going to see Saturn's maybe. No, bomb plant is going to go down. Doesn't matter. Angel is on the A site. 45 seconds is going to be put on the clock. Ghoul and Team Aphelion going to have to make their rotations over to the A bomb site. They've got a 5v5 situation now, so you got to start making those moves. Angel goes down. Saturn picks up the first trade. Jim is going to be taken out by Grizz, so the 4v4 is going to ensue. Narcs got Toby and Saturn's big frags. He's going to take 3 shots and miss onto Slayer there, but it doesn't matter. Slayer is going to get traded, and the bomb is not going to be defused. Yes, it is not. The game is over. That could have gone either way, guy. I could have swore Ghoul was almost about to clutch that, but 200 IQ for my guy Narcs.
Honestly, it was a really good round for Kings because at the start, Aphelion had a 4-1 split, but the 4-1 split was not directly on the wrong side, but it was 4 by B or near around B, and only 1 was on A. Kings picked up on that very wisely, and they reacted super quickly, and they sent the whole team, like as in all 5 players, towards A, planted that bomb, and it just, it was the right call. Yeah, Ghoul, fair play, could have saved the day for Aphelion, but that little bit of an advantage, that time, that proactivity from Kings, it was so good in that round, and it definitely made up, not only for game 1 and hardpoint, but just the mistakes they even made in Search and Destroy. Really good stuff from Kings.
Absolutely. We're going to go to a game 3, my guys. It's going to be a domination on Summit. What is everybody's thoughts? I need to know. I have predictions. I don't want to let anybody in on my predictions here until I hear everybody else. Imperium, who do you have?
Honestly, I have to be a little bit critical of Aphelion and even my boy Jim. I do think Jim died too many rounds too early in Search and Destroy. So if he has a little bit of a similar path line or destiny in game 3, you know, not saying that he's the be all and end all of Aphelion, but my point is that if he dies too much, it's going to hurt Aphelions' chances of winning out in domination, because sticking together as a team and kind of dying less in domination is definitely really helpful to you controlling those objective points. There's a question mark or an asterisk, even though you did say that Aphelion had a pretty massive lead at the start of Hardpoint. You know, there's still the asterisk of, if it had been a full squad of Kings for the whole of Hardpoint, would Aphelion still have won in that regard? And with them losing Search and Destroy, like I mentioned, it kind of puts that question mark of, ooh, were Aphelion lucky to win game 1?
You know what? All the what ifs and what ifs, you know, I completely agree. We will never know what Kings would have been able to do in that first game with a fifth player. Grizz obviously making an impact. Guy just always finds a way to clutch it up for his team, always finds a way to win in that aspect. But with that being said, I just find it hard to believe that Kings would have been able to make that comeback. They were down by 100 points going to the P3. P4 was not properly set up for them. It just looked like a connection issue from the jump that allowed Aphelion to take an easy lead, and then the disconnect from Grizz just ultimately allowed them to put the pedal to the metal and just take off and never look back.
True.
So,
But,
you know, game 3.
And again, hey, look, verdict. Let's be fair.
Let's be fair.
Kings lost. Kings lost yesterday against Trizium in the final game in domination. So, you know, I'm just saying, I put the question mark on Aphelion. Now put the question mark on Kings. I love both teams. I absolutely love both teams, but have to put the question mark on both teams because there are those points to play, and it's definitely going to be interesting.
Definitely going to be interesting. We're going to go ahead and get started up here as soon as possible. I'm ready to jump into some action. Summit.
Same here.
Domination. Have you had the chance to spectate any games on that map for Domination? Because this map is like...
Not Dom. Actually, no, I have. I have done Summit Domination. Only, I believe, once before. I'm not a huge fan of Summit on Hardpoint or Domination. I'm not a huge fan of that map. I'll be perfectly honest. I don't know why exactly. I'm just not a huge fan of it. But at the end of the day, there are definitely ways of controlling that map, and it's 110%. I know it's cliche to say, but it really is all about that B bomb site, that middle part of the map. It's inside that building. You do have a little bit of protection, so if you can set your team up and control that B site. And again, that's why I kind of mentioned about, you know, a player like Jim not dying as often as he kind of seemed to do in Search and Destroy. If you can keep your players alive, that's really going to help secure that B point a lot quicker and hold on to it.
Absolutely. And I have to agree with you on this. This map is definitely not my favorite. I'll just say that. And for this to be a Game 3 decider...
I know, right?
It's pretty controversial, in my opinion. Regardless, though, we're going to see either way. Aphelion is going to maintain their top spot in the Division 1 of this division. Looking to be probably one of the more competitive sides as we see on the other side of the map. Division 2 just, I mean, they got 3 teams that started off with 0 points this week. You got to think that, you know, if you're in Division 2, if you're Elevate, you're just going to coast by. But what is that going to translate to when we get to the playoff bracket? I mean, sure, you're going to have a top spot. You're going to have a bye in the first round. Is that right?
Yeah, as far as I know, that is the case. That's the thing. that's what could be swirling through the head of you know, not just this situation, but situations coming up. But do you want to say there is a raid that has come through on the chat? I know it's normally you that talks about it, but it literally just...
Yay!
So I believe it's raid by Gilmania coming through with a cheeky little raid. Thank you so much, my friend. Much love to you and raid hype in chat. Absolutely awesome.
Absolutely, dude. Dude came through yesterday, and I don't even know. I didn't even see it. He came through, and he's like, yeah, man, I rated you yesterday, too. And I was like, oh, my God. So I'm so glad you brought it up, and I'm glad you brought it to my attention. Guys, if you don't know Gilmania, he is one of our casters for the another event that I do on Sundays. Be sure to drop him a follow, too. Big shout out to Gilmania. We appreciate you, my guy. We're having some connection issues on the side of King, so that's what's preventing us from jumping straight into the matchups. But with that being said, dude, this is just building that hype and that anticipation up that this series needs, in my opinion. So I still haven't made my prediction. I don't think I will, dude. I don't think I'm going to put the caster curse on anybody. I think I'm going to keep my curses to myself. Gilmania, again, man, I appreciate you greatly, my guy.
It's funny because the best thing you can do is say that the score is going to be 2-1. I'm going to take a leaf out of I'm Envy's book. You know, just say it's going to be 2-1 because that way you can't lose, right? If you say it's going to be 2-1, you can't lose.
You are absolutely right.
That's literally the case. So, well, you can thank I'm Envy for that. You know, that's how he holds on to his 100% prediction rate, you know?
You are absolutely right. We are going to see a 2-1 here, and we're going to see one team receive 10 points and the other receive nothing. That's an accurate prediction I can make, and I can stand by without, you know, compromising the integrity of this matchup, because this right here is a battle of heavyweights in this division.
It's also without cursing it, right? You know, you're technically not cursing anybody, you know?
You're absolutely right. We are all set to go. Everybody has loaded back in the lobby. Everyone has readied up. We got a game 3. It's going to be Kings versus Aphelion. Can Jim come through in the clutch for Aphelion, or will Grizz outshine Aphelion and push through for this third game? It's Kings versus Aphelion.
I'm expecting, obviously, an explosive start. I'm always interested to see who takes their respective side first, right? It seems like Kings have gotten hold of their C side just a little bit quicker. Yeah, we did, sorry, not Kings, I mean Aphelion. We did see Kings kind of head towards the B side, but they did somewhat get, Angel got absolutely shut down, so... right now, it's just a minute 1-point lead over the side of Aphelion.
Absolutely, and I don't think that 1 point is really going to make a difference here in this particular map, because once the flow start going and you cap these flags, the points are going to flip back and forth, spawns are going to flip back and forth. Things are going to go so fast that 1 point is going to be completely irrelevant. And just like that, we're going to see Head for Death and Team Cap C push up, and they are going to go for the triple cap as quickly as we talked about the caps going in effect. C is on the brink of being capped, but they're going to need a little bit of man support here. They are going to get that support from Slayer, but Inferno going to make him pay for making that C push, picking up 2 big frags for his team.
Beautiful.
And just as you said, we're going to have a back and forth, but with the exception of Kings now taking the lead. They're going to be up by nearly 15 points going into 3 minutes and a half left in this first half.
Perfect. I'm just looking at Inferno as well. They're even going for the triple cap, and they've captured it for just a little bit. It has been swapped on over as the side of Aphelion go on to A. But I'm looking at Inferno, and instead of staying and B like he could, which he is kind of now, when he did kind of help to capture B, he started moving around the outside of the building to stop the members of Aphelion from getting anywhere near that B site. That was just really strong play from himself individually.
Absolutely, and he's got a Pred, a Cluster, and a Goliath. How he uses those is going to be interesting, because they only need 50 points in order to end this first half. He's going to get the cluster down, so he's going to go ahead and utilize that in hopes that he's able to potentially make something happen going into the second half.
Yeah.
The Goliath is going to still remain in pocket, though, so the A cap is going to go in effect. I believe he placed that on the C site, which is super smart because they went for that A cap. That's 200 IQ for my guy Inferno. Goliath is going to come down right outside of the... Oh, no! Ghoul and Team Saturn!
No!
Gonna play the hijacking role here. Goliath is going to go in the hand of Ghoul, my guy.
Oh, God, it feels bad, man. But oh my God, head for death. Just said, hey, you may have stolen it, but it ain't gonna last long. You ain't getting more than 3 meters onto that spot. However, in that time, the distraction seemed to kind of come on through. And the side of Ophidian, they did get a triple cap. It might not have been for long, but it's an opening as they still hold on to the double cap. A and B in the favor of Ophidian as they look to chase the lead that Kings currently have.
You are absolutely right, and this is such a small map that getting to B and getting to A and C are just so easy to navigate through. That Goliath was stolen. Grizz popping off 3 straight kills there. Slayer and Goal, feeling the wrath of the KRM. The Predator Missile is going to come in full effect. He's going to pick up 2, and Grizz is now up to 17 kills. Yeah. I am watching the guy with the KRM absolutely abuse him. Grizz making sure these guys are aware that he is the KRM king. He's got a Goliath and a cluster strike here. Slayer finally going to knock him off, but the damage is done. The double cap is going to remain, in fact, in the side of Kings there, and a triple cap is going to come in too. Is that what I'm looking at?
Yeah, Angel's going for that triple cap along with the help of his teammate. That's going to be up to 3-way dance for Kings. And considering when I looked at yesterday's series that Kings ended up losing their 3rd game in, this is a much stronger start for them. 100 to 68 at the end of the first half from Kings and Ophidian. They've got to answer back. I said it before and I'll say it again. What have you got? What are you going to show us, Ophidian, in the second half? You got to melt the ice caps. You got to get rid of all the snow inside this map if you're going to overtake the lead that Kings hold on to.
And we're going to see a slow cap for C, but a quick push for B for the side of Kings. Kings not getting C. The recap is going to come in full effect here. B is not yet capped too, so that may have been the decision that could determine this game, but we're going to see Grizz with the Predator Missile coming into play. He is able to cap B solo, but is going to be quickly taken out by Saturns as they make their push for the B site. They're going to have a double cap with no home flags for the site. No, not a double cap. Yes, a double cap. Now a double cap. Cluster is going to come in.
Like, I don't even know how Kings allowed Ophidian to... Sorry, Ophidian allowed Kings to get that B cap, even if it was for a short period of time. But I appreciate the strategy that Kings kind of went for at the start of that game. But like I said, you capture your respective sites super quickly at the start. You could instantly go towards a B side, and Kings paid the price for that. Again, like you mentioned, because it's a smaller map, you're able to get to those points much quicker.
Absolutely, and this is going to make for gunfights to just get absolutely sloppy. Grizz making great use of his KRM. He's up to 26 kills now. This is absolutely the map you want to watch this guy on. 26 kills already, and the game is nowhere near being done. A is going to be capped by the side of Kings. They are up for another triple cap, potentially. If C is not capped, C is going to be capped. So before I can even spit it out, Affiliate making great use of their awareness of this map and are pushing in for another triple. No, the Inferno's trophy is going to prevent the Sparrow from coming in, ultimately taking out Inferno. That was 200 IQ, or not Inferno, but Jesus Christ, I got lost there for a second. Just so much. This map is too much for me. I can't handle it.
And also, like, Narc had a Goliath, but that got wasted down so quickly. It's quicker than I can say hallelujah. Like, it was so quickly dispersed, and that really helped the side of Ophidian because they held on to that double cap for a little bit longer, and they still hold on to it right now as they do decrease that deficit down to now just 2 points. on top of stuff right now. I said, what can Aphelion do to answer back? What have you got? And this is exactly what they're showing us. I'm looking on towards Grizz. He can get kill after kill after kill all he wants. You know that. He's got 30 kills. But if the rest of the team aren't supporting him and the lead is dwindling down and they lose the lead, what's the point? As a team, you have to be working together.
Oh, absolutely. Grizz's efforts aren't going to be enough on this particular map. This map is so toxic when it comes to close combat. He's now up to 33 as he took out Jim and he took out Slayer. Toby going to be able to take Grizz out, putting the champ down and putting him back in the spot where they think he belongs. That's not going to hold him back, though. Grizz is going to push back onto the B site. He's going to be contested by Slayer. Slayer unable to get the shots down. Slayer going to be taken out by Narcs as Narcs is going to come in and clutch it up. The B and C cap are in full effect. This is going back and forth. I can't even keep up. 34 kills now for my guy Grizz.
Finally, Kings actually are able to do something with Grizz's impendable plays. Now, it is swiftly being traded up as Jim is going to come in as well, get a kill of his own. He's going to play around, get the lovely pre-fire shots to take out head for death, but he does end up getting taken out as a B side is about halfway through in the favor of Aphelion. If they can secure it and take it away from King, that would be very good, as this game is so close. You said it, it's going back and forth. We hit with 35 seconds left on the clock. Unless either of these teams gets a triple cap, it is not going to be the first 200. It is going to dwindle down, and it's going to be the team with the highest points at the end of this 20 seconds, and with the double cap just about being captured for now on the side of Aphelion. They have no, it's being turned. Is it turned around? It's turned around. It's turned around. It's still in the favor of Kings. They have a lead by about 2 points.
And that 2 points might be what makes or breaks this game. No more time on the clock. Kings gonna steal the third game of the series, and they're going to move back into the second place point, tied up with Tragic. Aphelion, so close they could smell the victory in the air, comes up short by 2 points. Wow, I'm glad I did not make a prediction there, because or 1 point rather. That was probably one of the closest games I've ever seen. And for the guy out there that said Grizz was going to drop 39 kills, you were wrong. I just wanted to say that. But I do want to point the fact out, he did drop 36 monstrous kills with the KRM. And guys, I was trying to hit that little replay buffer to get some clips, dude, but I would have been doing it the entire game.
Oh my God.
As I
oh my God.
am at a loss for words now. This is why we don't play Search or Domination on Summit, my guys. This map is like, just...
For domination, it's toxic. I'm sorry, it's just toxic. I don't like it, but it did make for an extremely entertaining game, and you know, Aphelion, they really stepped things up in the second half of the game, and they did deserve to take the lead. And you know, Grizz, I'd mentioned it, he was running around and he was shotgun blasting people left, right, and center, but there was a period of time where they weren't doing anything with it, or they weren't able to do anything with it. That caught up, though. That did catch up, and credit where it's due. I think it was that 3-man B capture that really helped secure that spot for Kings, and at least allow them to stay within the game. And at the end of the day, we saw them winning this game by 1 point. 1 point. Game 3. Kings won that, and they won the series. So close.
Absolutely. And I'll go ahead and contribute that W to my guy Narcs. My guy Narcs put a cluster strike on C.
Fair.
If C would have been capped there, Aphelion would have took the win, and they would have been up 20 points in the division. They didn't, though, because Narcs, 200 IQ, put that cluster strike right there on point, knowing that that was the make-or-break moment for their team. And it's sad because a game like that comes down to one moment in the game that determined the back and forth. And in all fairness, it was lopsided at first. Maybe Aphelion could have done a little better in the first half. They turned the Jets on in that second half, just wasn't enough. They go down by 1 point, and as I'm talking about the standings, we'll go ahead and transition over that as I keep continuing to bring it up. But this is just huge because now you've got a 10-point difference in first and second place. Two teams on the brink of, catching up. Affiliate drops that third game there, putting them in a position to be overtaken. Still a lot of tournament series left to be played here, but Kings, Tragic, right there, dude. You got 10-point, lead that by the beginning of next week might not even be relevant. We'll have to take a look at the schedule later on and see how this could play out. But unless Affiliate is, unless their schedule looks, stacked with Division II teams, I just can't imagine them continuing on like this and not seeing those points dwindle week by week.
Jesus. Top 4 is divided by 30 points. That's no fun.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's lopsided, to say the least.
Fantastic. Huge amount of respect to Affiliate, Kings, Tragic, and Bunker. Unfortunately for Affiliate, that cushion, unfortunately, hasn't been, any more increased than it. Of course, it's shrunken, but yeah, man, Kings at the end of the day fully deserve to take that series, and leading into next week, it's going to make it very, very interesting to say the least. It's yeah.
And as we say that, guys, stick around. We're gonna take a short break, but before we do, we're gonna tell you what we got on the board. Cilium's gonna be taking on Tritium Sinks, so we're gonna see a very, very close game here, as I can predict it too. This matchup is probably one of my favorite ones of the matchup of the day, obviously. But Kings and Affiliate was definitely, they delivered, my guy. They came through in the clutch and they delivered. So we'll get started up here, but first we're going to take a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back live here shortly. Guys, we are back live just as I told you a second ago. Short break, followed up by some super great matches left. We've got 2 more series in front of us. Trizium Sync's going to be taking on Asilium here. And I'm taking a look at the map rotations and everything. What can you tell me about that? Imperium, as we are vibing this afternoon. I see you, big guy.
Oh, yeah. Hardpoint Hackney Yard. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Search and destroy standoff. Okay, to stop the cringe. On a serious note, Hackney Yard, Hardpoint to kick things off, and I love that. Genuinely happy to see that map being played. Search and destroy is going to be on standoff, and then last but not least, domination on raid if we do get to a game 3 for map. Bands of Asilium have eliminated the Search and Destroy meltdown, and Trizium have taken away Search and Destroy crossfire. So 2 Search and Destroy maps being taken off the board, which I definitely think is pretty cool and interesting. And then for weapon bans, Arctic 50 for Asilium, so that's taken out with the Chopper eliminated by Trizium.
So, interesting to see the Chopper and the Arctic 50 in particular being banned here. We're going to see plenty of action, though. One of my favorite players on both of these teams is got to be my guy Shark. I got to take a look at Shark from the jump, just see how this do this. Now, I can't discount Trizium Syncs, though. As I made a bold accusation earlier, I'm going to stand by it. These guys are lethal when they able to play together. OBJ is just not going to be the name of their game, though. Let's see how they adjust, and we're going to see an immediate 3-man push onto the point, which is going to give them complete control. They're going to take the lead, and if they can continue this kind of momentum and this kind of support for their teammates, I could foresee them being a strong hardpoint team. Am I right?
Yeah, no, they're definitely looking pretty strong, and they have 3 on the hardpoint with 2 supporting on the back line, giving great information. Now, there is a little bit of an exposed spot that they can look to get taken out from, but because 3 are inside the hardpoint building, as much as that has kind of now been contested, it was a really strong start strategically and positionally from the side of Trizium. And hey, look, I'm looking out for Ragox. You know, I had the pleasure of watching him get a sweet double kill with 1 sniper shot yesterday during stream, and man, you know, I'm wondering, is he gonna do the same tonight?
It should be interesting, and I definitely have to agree with you there. The map control for the side of Trizium starting off very well. I noticed in their P1 to P2 transition, they were 3-man on, 2-man back, 2-man were trying to hold back responds, and it looks like they might, you know, their efforts might be held to a minimum there. And as I say that, we're going to see spawns flip. It is going to give the advantage back to the side of Asilium here. They're going to be holding steady here on P2, so they're going to have the lead going into P3. Is it safe to assume that if they're able to make these breaks consistently, they might put themselves in a good position for the rest of this game?
Yeah, but they don't want to hold on to this 3rd hardpoint for a little bit too long in my eyes. They want to step away from it kind of pretty much now. You gave a lot of love to Trizium. I want to give a lot of love to Asilium, especially Shark. Shark is an absolute monster, really. He is like the jaws of COD Mobile, to be fair. He can bite his opponents left, right, and center, and you can see blood on the map when he gets through any of these teams. So followed by fantastic support from the likes of Kosh and Magix and the rest of the team as a whole. Definitely love what Asilium are showing us.
Oh, absolutely. Shark is making great use of this Man of War here. He is setting up on this 3rd point and doing it pretty properly, holding these head glitches to the highest extent. We've got 3 people for the side of Trizium pushing up, and they're going to be 1 by 1 taken out by Shark. The jaws of life are going to clinch down.
It was just that little thing, and of course he's getting taken out now, but he was peeking each side, you know, as in left to right, as like you're crossing the road and you look left to right. That's exactly what Shark was doing around the hardpoint, and it was just great awareness. It wasn't tunnel vision, it wasn't presumption. It was just really great individual play from himself. And now as we move on to the next hardpoint that is going to be spawning up or ready to go in the next 5 seconds. It's a near just over 50-point lead for Asilium.
Asilium flexing their muscles with the likes of Shark, top fragging, 15 kills on the board. And to your point, yeah, I 100% agree with you on him peeking those angles. I was making a point, I think it was Tuesday, where we talk about snipers who are able to take shots and do it consistently. We're seeing these guys, they take a shot and they reposition themselves. Given the illusion that you're one place at one time and then re-peeking that same angle from a different spot, that's the difference between a great player and an average player. You know, you take that same exact point and you hold it from a different spot. He just did it very well there, and he was able to get 2 or 3 kills and maintain that third point very well. P5 is going to be opened up for shop here at about, I don't know, maybe 15 seconds or so, and it looks like it's going to be all Trizium. Trizium is going to be setting up proper here. They're going to close a little bit of this deficit as I see Shark is spawning out. So 16 kills on the board for him, not going to be enough to flip those spawns as Trizium is looking to get back in this fight.
I thought it was a bad idea that they could last like 5-10 seconds of the previous hardpoint, but in that time, it doesn't seem like the side of Asilium really set up for this hardpoint extremely well. Now, they are looking to breach it quite nicely, and indeed they come on through as Magic gets a couple of kills and is going to allow that push to be fired on through. Kosh is going to get a lovely double kill. It's great play from Asilium, as it just doesn't matter if they give their first few points or the last few points over to their opponents. They are controlling these hard points and the positioning time and time again.
Absolutely. We saw a very similar break in P2. It looked like Trizium set up for P2 properly. They had a 3-2 push, 3 on the first point and then 2 held back for spawns. That got flipped easily. This P5, it was a very similar instance. And just like I was saying, if they're able to consistently break those points and get spawns like that, I don't foresee them, you know, even being contested in this game, in this matchup. They're going to be up by nearly 100 points going into the point reset. We're going to see Trizium completely wiped. Radic was the last remaining player alive. He's going to be taken out too. And P1 is going to be pretty much dominated by the side of Asilium here. They are going to be setting up for P2 too. So I see Shark playing that little gatekeeper role. He's going to take some shots on the Uranus. Uranus is going to go down. Radic is going to get the refrag. So back and forth battle for P2 spawn placement. I just don't see, you know, if Trizium can break like they have been, I don't foresee them, not Trizium, but I'm sorry, Asilium is able to break. I don't think they even need to potentially set up for new, as their ability to break into the point and flip the spawns have just been proven point after point here as we go into the start of P2. So a 90-point lead now for the side of Asilium. Asilium going up big in this first game in the series, looking to close it out. Can they do it? You know, it's safe to assume that if they're able to break this point here, they might be able to seal the deal.
Man, for Asilium, I'm just so impressed with how they're playing above the board. It is calculated, it's calm, it's cool. By all means, Trizium are making efforts to get back into it. That's, you know, you can't deny that away from them, right? They hold on to this current hardpoint quite fashionably, and they are definitely pushing Asilium. But I think, however hard right now Trizium are pushing Asilium seem to just have that little bit more of an answer back, and just that little bit more of an argument that shoots louder against Trizium.
Absolutely. Just as I said that, dude, I think I might have cast a curse on myself. My power just flickered on, so I'm surprised I'm able to stay connected here. I think I might have a similar situation to Imperium, but I have to give it to you. P2 was a better turn for Trizium. We saw the first rotation was an absolute fail. 45 seconds left to go on the clock at that first point. Spawns were flipped. Point was in contention, and it turned over quickly to the side of Asilium. Asilium contesting that last few seconds, definitely puts them in a position to take a dub here, but they are only about 30 or 35 points away from getting it. They're going to have to hold P3, which is a little harder to do. It's not really spawn point held. I'm not sure what Radic and team Trizium are doing here. They're in position to make the point push. I guess they're waiting for the spawns to flip, but they're going to have to make they're going to have to do it with a little faster pace here as time is dwindling down and the points are just completely taken off the board here as we see P3 and P4 opening up. 15 seconds is all the side of Asilium needs.
Man, Asilium looking good. They've even been able to set up for this next hard point and Trizium. Again, so like I said, Asilium just seem to have a better answer back against Trizium right now. And 244 and counting as it's going to be a hard push from Hypnos and the team. Hypnos is going to fire an up, and Marvel is going to clap right back. And either way, it's too little too late. And Asilium win out game one. Hackney Yard hardpoint is their beautiful starting point in this series. And close, but Trizium, like a fat kid trying to chase a bit of food on an end of a rope. It was just never enough for Trizium, and Asilium just ran away with a very, very good game. And Shark, 23 kills. I said it. He is the Jaws of COD Mobile.
Absolutely, my guys. We're taking a look at the scorecard here. Not only is he the Jaws of COD Mobile, but he also put it a minute plus on the point.
Yeah.
That is an absolute sign for a versatile player here. As I'm taking a look at for the side of Trizium, I just don't see enough collective effort. We got 0 from Radix in the point, 26 respectively, both for Radic and Uranus. Raven trying to make something happen, not able to even get up to a minute. And you look, it's pretty lopsided for the side of Asilium, 2 minutes and 20 seconds for Kosh. But, I mean, he had some support and some Slayer help from your guy Shark. Shark, 23 and 20. It still puts a minute plus on the point. That's got to be translating to some, to some real factors in the turnout of that game.
Oh yeah, like let's be fair. That's why I want to give credit to Trizium, because if you look at the stats of Asilium, 3 of their players had negative KDAs, right? It's only the top 2 that actually had positive KDs. But when it's all said and done, you can have the positive KDs all you want, but it's a objective game. So the more time you spend on those objectives, the better it is, and that's exactly what Kosh was able to do. 2 minutes and 20, like you said, it speaks for itself. I would like to see a little bit more from Marvel and Xeno, just a little bit more. However, as a team, they clearly really helped each other to win that game, and yeah, great to see.
Absolutely. Still plenty of matchup left to be played here. We're going to have a search and destroy on standoff. So Sinks, or Trizium Sinks, rather, as we are aware of the recently picked up Trizium. They have a lot of work cut out for them. They could definitely do it in this search and destroy on standoff. This is a classic search and destroy map. Anything can go, really. This is one of my favorite maps for this particular game mode. So if it can happen here, we're going to see a game 3, and nobody loves a game 3 more than I. So, if Trizium is able to bounce back, which I hope they are, would definitely love to see that third game. With that being said, they have to come together collectively and make an effort to win this search and destroy. They have to do a better job of it than they did in the hardpoint game. Sinks, yeah. I'm going to continue to say it, dude. They have the potential to be great. Is that,
they do.
Is that fair
they
to
do.
assume?
Oh yeah, 110%. I said it even a week and a half ago. Yeah, I really like Trizium Sinks. They are absolutely such a solid roster that are, again, close but missing that final push needed to be one of the best in COD Mobile Europe at the moment. Search and Destroy, I think for them, is going to be faring better off because it is slower paced, and you can see in Hardpoint they did push Asylum in a strong way. So if it's a little bit of a slower paced game, they might be able to push a little bit more into Asylum and take the rounds needed. I know it's going to be close, and I predict it's going to be 6-5 to one of the teams, but that's what I'm thinking. I think it's going to come down. I know I'm pulling an I'm envy. I know, but I do think it's going to be specifically 6-5.
We're gonna see one team win here and one team lose. Is my prediction.
You asshole. I love it.
We're gonna see the bomb picked up by the side of Trizium. They're gonna have a 2-man advantage as the bomb goes down at A. Uranus making great use of that 2-man advantage. This is exactly what you need to see here. Shark getting some nades down could cause for some devastation. Regardless, though, they've got 35 seconds left on the clock to make a move, and I need to see a little bit more from the side of Asylum as Shark takes out Uranus. We're gonna see him push up erratically, and he is taken out by Radic, coincidentally. So a little bit of irrational gameplay there for Shark, pushing up pretty aggressively, is taken out by Radic. The round is going to go in favor of Trizium Sinks.
And it was good. They got the first couple of kills needed. They planted a bomb, but it was after they planted a bomb and how they positioned away from the site to just spread their wings a little bit was so valuable. And even though one of them got traded, because they had that man advantage, they knew it was always going to go on their side. The bomb is now going to go on planting on the A site. It is once again with a man advantage. So Trizium, I said they could push them more in Search and Destroy, and it's exactly what they're doing onto the side of Asylum.
And I just saw Ragix push all the way up into Granny and then rotate back. He gets a trade onto Shark, so Shark is down to 2 players. The side of Asylum are going to have to do their push with 18 seconds, and I have to call it here. Kosh going to be the last remaining player. He's going to be multiple, or pushed by multiples. He's going to be taken out. Second straight round going to the side of Trizium Sinks.
Really good by Trizium. Maybe they should look to switch things up a little bit in this third round, because the first 2 rounds have been pretty kind of strong and aggressive in a good way, obviously, towards those A-bomb sites. But slowing down a bit will allow them to essentially bait Asylum into a mistake.
Absolutely, and I have to say, Asylum has changed up their strategy. We're going to see a full push onto the side of A. The trades were made initially. Ragix and Zeno were taken down, but I have to contribute the first 2 rounds to one thing that a lot of people don't really take in effect.
Okay.
The first kills for both rounds were taken by the side of Trizium with throwable kills. Now, getting those first frags from a frag is that you can't. You don't have to do any more work after that. You don't have to shoot. You don't have to jump shot, slide shot, prone, jump. You don't have to do any of that. It's all in the nade placement. Now, Naples is going to take down another player for the side of Asylum, and we're going to have another 1-man advantage for Trizium. Trizium knocking on the B door. Will they get the plant down? That's going to be something that is looking like they want to do, but they're so undecisive right now. You need to make a decision and stick to it. They are going to get the plant down, so it's questionable. It's questionable. I agree.
No, I don't think it was indecisiveness, with all due respect. I think it was actually calculated play. Is it going to work out? Probably not, because the second that bomb plant goes through, it was an instant reaction from Asylum, but I do like the kind of somewhat calculated play from Trizium. If they had have been hovering between the A and B, I would have called that indecisiveness, but I do know that they did want the plant to be. I just think they left it a little bit too long, and that allowed Asylum to set themselves up to go for that defense after the bomb was planted.
I 100% agree with you there. That you know what, you're right. Indecisive was not the word I should have used. That hesitating, that moment of, you weren't 100% confident in it, which is why you were, indecisive. Well,
Fair.
Indecisive. Yeah. Ultimately, that round was a flop for them as they were just completely wiped off. B was not the move, and you could tell by their actions. They didn't get the plant down immediately. They weren't 100% confident in that push, but they continued on with it even though they had their doubts. That ultimately led to Asilium taking that round, and we're going to see a 1-2 situation. Bombs right outside of gas. A lot of slide peeking and a lot of aiming down sights, but no shots are going to be fired. Those throwable kills, which you didn't see last round for the side of Trizium to come through, I think there might be a direct correlation here. Marvel's going to take out Ragix. If they're not able to get those first few kills with a nade or something of that matter, it looks like that momentum is just not going to carry over or convert, in my opinion. It looks like they're going to be down a man here. Regardless of that man being down, they still have a play to be made here. They're going to push towards this A site, but that throwable connection, I might be overthinking it, but I say that they didn't get a nade kill here, and they're down to 2 players, and it's a 4v2. Is that a fair assumption to make?
Yeah, like I think the nade idea, I think definitely has merit. I would say it's more about the fact that Trizium played aggressive in the first 2 rounds, whereas in the last 2 rounds they played more passive and they lost it. Again, I'm all for trying different things, but if something isn't kind of working, I think they should look to be aggressive now. However, it is going to go against them as they've lost Uranus, they've lost Radic, they've lost Nepal, they've lost Ramon, and Ragox is the last player standing without any casualties on the side of Asilium. What was a strong start for Trizium has gone horribly wrong, and they've lost the last 3 rounds in a row.
And you know what? I have to say, I agree with you on that. They pushed it aggressive those first 2 rounds, but they can afford to do it when they're getting picks with those nades. When they're getting those throwable kills, they can push in. They have a 1-man advantage, 2-man advantage, and it just ultimately leads to... There's a direct correlation to it. Ragix is going to be able to pick up the first kill this round, and it wasn't a nade kill, so that's a good sign. They're finally starting to pick up their points, their angles, their strats here. Going to be a 1-man advantage. Bomb is in the hands of my guy Zeno. Zeno is still in his spawn, so they, all they got to do here now is just wait for the side of Asilium to make their move, and you don't have to really rush here. You're playing on the defensive side. Play as much time as you need, right?
Yeah, I do think Asilium should actually go for a beat bomb plant. I know that's easier said. It's easier said for me because I kind of know where the players of Trizium are positioned. But considering they're a man down, I just think it would be a little bit easier to defend holding onto the B side. But we'll have to wait to see as the push through comes on through. It is going to be traded up between Ramon and Ragox. And now Zeno goes down. It's going to be 4-3 in the favor of the one and only Trizium as they try and get back into this and even things up. Shark takes down Radix. That's a good response from Asilium.
And he is throwing those nades in absolute perfect location, forcing guys out of those little head glitch areas. Shark is playing with 200 IQ. He's going to push up against Ramon, and Ramon's going to get the better of him with the Finnick in hand. That ASM-10 was no shot for that Finnick up close. That Finnick just absolutely destroyed him. We're going to have a tied all 3 going into the 7th round. And, guys, it's a lot closer than we expected. It might actually be a 6-5 in favor of one of these teams, just like my guy Imperium announced earlier. One of these teams are going to win, and it's going to go to 6-5. Who do you guys think it's going to be, though?
Well, right now, I love the responses come out from Asilium. It's a little bit more aggressive and direct towards that A site. In the previous round, they were a bit passive, which nothing wrong with that. It did go against them. Bomb is being planted. They have the man advantages as Nepals and Ramon has gone down. So Radic, Ragox, and Uranus have to try and do something with that the defensive position that has been thrown out from the side of Asilium is definitely very strong. Keeping Magix actually on the bomb side gives a lot of information and preparation for Zeno, who is further back, to really provide that cover fire as well. So Great defense from Asilium, and I think the time is going to run out. No real answer seems coming out from the side of Trisium. Another player goes down, make that all 5, and the round goes over to Asilium.
Asilium played that very well. I have to say Trisium played a little too slow towards the end, gave Asilium time to set up for that A bomb plant. Like, what I mean by that is the bomb went down in favor of boxes. When you plant the bomb for boxes, if you are able to get back to that box area, you don't have to do anything other than just hold it. Wait for someone to push out stupidly and go for a defuse. There was some assistance from, I want to say it was Zeno that you talked about. Zeno was directly on the site, so he's giving communication to those guys holding boxes, and it ultimately allowed them to sit comfortably on that A site and take the win that round. They're going to go up 4-3 here. We're going to see Zeno, bomb in hand, making his way over to this A-bomb site. They have a one-man advantage, plenty of time on the clock. They get another pick from Nepal's. Nepal's is going to go down. Marvel and Team Asilium going to go up 4-1 now in the man advantage, and it looks like they're going to be up by another round here as one man in Radic is going to have to take out 4 and defuse. That's going to be a lot to do for Trisium.
Okay, comes in. He's going to get 1 kill. It was an initial fluff from Radic. He misses opportunity to strike, but now he's going to come out. He's going to get second in a row. Time is ticking down, though. 20 seconds. It leaves him about 10 seconds to go for the kills and then get the bomb defusal. He's going to chuck out a grenade. Very valuable grenade. Going to make a little bit of noise, but Zeno's waiting in the wings. Prone down. 8 seconds left. He goes for the RPG, but Zion, though, snipes him out of the board. And although it was a good effort, it isn't enough. And the side of Asilium, they are on game, set, match point.
Yeah, Shark and Asilium just looking way too strong in this defensive role. Definitely know what they're doing here, or not defensive, but attacking role rather. Getting the bomb down, getting the picks that are necessary to get that bomb plant down, and they're playing very, very precise. And it's working very well for them. We see pick after pick. They don't make their rotations until they get that pick. And if that bomb or if that pick doesn't get made, they're going to adjust and rotate. They play very patiently, and as you can see, that's all they need to do here. No need to force anything that isn't there. With that being said, Magix is going to go down first. So a one-man advantage for the side of Trisium is going to come and play. You got to think Trisium has to adjust their strategy on the defensive. Is that safe to assume?
It's definitely about just positioning ourselves in a little bit of a better way, where if you are going to kind of expose one of your players to kind of getting swiped out by Asilium, that you're able to essentially answer back. And yeah, they've gotten the first kill, but they definitely can't presume they've won this round. It gives them a little bit more map control and slows Asilium down. There's no doubt Asilium are going to go for a potential bomb plant. Zeno's going to take down Ramon. Nepal's is going to trade out by taking down Zemon. It's going to be Kosh coming in with a beautiful double kill onto Uranus and Ragox, but he does not have the bomb in his hand. 2 against 2. Kosh comes in. He's going to take down one, but it's Radic that takes down the last player of Asilium. And just like that, Trisium claw their way back in, and they keep the game alive. 5-4. Are we going to see a 6-5 correct prediction by myself, or are Asilium going to finish this game and finish the series?
They're pushing A very, very aggressively, and Kosh going to be taken out early. Radic getting 2 big kills, 3 big kills, as he is all the way up to 10 points now. He's going to be taken out. I couldn't even see what happened. Was that Marvel? Marvel does get the shot. So we're going to have a 1v3 in favor of the side of Trisium. Now, Marvel's got a pretty nice little setup here on the side of boxes, but he doesn't have bomb in hand. So he's going to have to swoop in and get that bomb and take these guys out at the same time. That might be a little bit more than he can bite off and chew at the same time.
He doesn't technically have to plant the bomb, though. Let's be fair. And I don't think he should. I think his focus should be actually picking off the players of Trisium. Just go for the 3 kills. And it seems like, in my opinion, that's what he's doing. He's got a minute left. That minute is going to really quickly dwindle, so he has to make some form of move. In my eyes, he's much better off losing the point from dying rather than losing the point
from planting
in time. So definitely go for it. as he's going to have an idea. Nepal's is behind the tractor. He's going to take the shots. Unfortunately, that one misses. He misses another one. You can't miss those shots, Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel's going to push there by Uranus. Uranus is going to steal the round, and just as my guy Imperium predicted, we're going to a round 11.
Sorry, just to say one thing, Envy, that's how you predict a series.
I couldn't have done it, dude. I did not see this going to an 11th round. However, we are here. This is going to determine if we go to a game 3 or not. The first initial kill is going to go to the side of Trizium. And yeah, you're right. That is exactly how you make predictions. We are here. Marvel, I want to say maybe took a little bit too much time there, and those shots just were not hitting for him.
Yeah.
I believe he could have clutched that round up, but you gotta think Trizium played that round very well. They didn't embrace or they didn't engage Marvel. They simply held bomb site because that's where the bomb was at.
Exactly.
You know, that discipline translated to a round win for them. So this is going to determine if we see a game 3. Trizium's going to have to get this bomb in a position to potentially be planted. It looks like it's just going to be on the outskirts of gas here, and I'm not sure what information they're looking for. They got to pick, make the move. Don't give these guys any more time.
Well, they've already got the first kill, so I kind of appreciate that they're not being, you know, super predictive, but either way, it is going to be Shark. Magic's, the double kill comes on through by the A side. Nepal is left on his own. Oh my lord, the kill comes through. Hey, maybe they didn't react quickly enough off the first kill, as it is a Cilium that absolutely ends the game, ends the play, and take the 2-0 series against Trizium.
My guys, what a back and forth. We saw round 11. My guy Imperium, 100% spot on. One team is going to go up 6-5 in this game. It does go to the side of Asilium. Asilium coming in the clutch, making that 2-0 happen. They're going to get 20 points from that lead, or from that win. And we're going to take a look at the scorecard before we move on. I going to have to adjust my strategy as you saw me come into this this tournament series, just making bold accusations like this team's going to win. This team, I just know I got to be a little more conservative.
No, stuff, my dude.
I got to be a little more conservative.
No,
all right.
To be fair, that series was like super close above all because Trizium did put up a hell of a fight. Like a hell of a fight. At the end of the day, you know, they nearly got back in hard point. They pushed Asilium to 6-5 victory. So there is no doubt that, you know, Trizium have the potential and they do have what it takes in their core roster. But give it time. Don't force it, right? Don't force it, Trizium. Definitely look at elements of how you need to improve. Focus, in my eyes, on one thing at a time, right? One area of your gameplay as a team, whether it's a certain game mode, whether it's a certain thing like positioning strategies or comms. Focus on one of those at a time and then evolve, because if you evolve them one by one, you're going to get better, and I really think you have a damn good roster and a damn strong potential.
I 100% agree with you on that one, and I don't think I could have said it any better myself. I have 100% faith in Sinks being able to step up and fully max out their potential. There's just one element that's missing. I can't quite put my finger on it, but there's something missing from that Trizium Sinks roster that is able to set them apart. They don't have that it factor.
Okay.
I don't know what that it factor is, but I'm just saying I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction. If they're able to determine what's wrong in that roster, what's going right, and focus on what's going right, and then try to adjust.
Are you talking about a factor in a player? So, as an example, Asilium has Shark, Kings have Grizz, Aphelion have Jim. I'm not saying it's just all about those in their team, but you know, that little bit of a standout player, that dangerous player, that when you do see him on the kill feed, you kind of go, oh crap, that kind of thing. Is that what you're thinking?
You know what? I didn't want to say it, but you did it for me, my guy. That is exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, fair.
They are missing that it factor from a player that is able to come in and not necessarily consistently perform in top frag, but somebody that's mentionable. Everybody there just kind of like, I don't know. I can't put it on point. They need a player. They need one it factor player.
So
they need a gym.
Do you think
they need or a Grizz?
Well, do you think they can turn one of those? Do you think one of those players can step up to the plate and be that it factor?
I feel like if that player existed in that roster, he would have already done it, and I haven't seen that yet.
Really?
I haven't seen it. I'll go ahead and tell you, whoever does or whoever they bring in to do it, they're gonna have some great support from my guy Hypnos. Hypnos, regardless of what his KD in the game is, he's always right at 2 minutes in hardpoint, right at 2 minutes. So get somebody in there, or develop somebody in that roster. I just feel like if that person was there, they would have already made their presence known, and it's not. And with that being said, there's no ill intent towards anybody on that roster. If he's there, pull it out of him.
Exactly. Interesting, very interesting stuff. I actually that was really good to kind of get that perspective, and let's see what happens with them. I'm
glad you pulled it out of me, because I was tiptoeing around that, and I didn't want to make a statement like that without having a little bit of support there. I'm glad we're on the same page.
No worries, man. No worries. I got you.
All right, as we say that, we're going to take a short little intermission. Don't go anywhere, though, because we have making their grand entrance onto the stream, Crypto, the newest team to the Mobile Mayhem scene. We're going to see them taking on Iconic. Iconic coming off, they won Tuesday, correct? If I'm not mistaken? Or did they?
Oh, God, don't put me on the spot like that, my dude.
Johnny on the spot.
Damn it, how dare you? Iconic. Me no speak English, no comprende. Iconic. I have a connection issue. Iconic actually lost against Tragic.
Okay, so they're coming off a slump. This is their time. This is Crypto's time to come in and make their name known. So they don't have any points on the board yet. We'll be back after this short little break, bringing you some action from my guys over at Crypto and Iconic. Alrighty, guys, just as I said and promised, short break, followed up by some Iconic versus Crypto. Crypto making their Mobile Mayhem debut on stream. We're going to take a look at the maps and rotations here, Imperium.
Hell to the air. Let's have a look. Hardpoint is going to be on Summit with during the break. We're like, you know, we'll take Hardpoint Summit, as you said. It's much better than Domination Summit. Then we go into Search and Destroy firing range, which happy about that. Love firing range on Search and Destroy. Then if we do get to game 3, it's going to be Domination on Hackney Yard, which is I don't think I've casted a Domination on Hackney Yard. I don't think so. So really looking forward to that. Map bans, Iconic, they've taken away Search and Destroy Raid. And Crypto, they have banned Search and Destroy Crossfire. And for weapon bans, the Iconic ban of ASM 10, followed by the Crypto ban of the DRH. I don't think I've ever seen that banned in Mobile Mayhem.
I don't think I have either. That'll be my first. But then again, this is the first time we're getting to see Crypto. And it looks like both teams were afraid of Search and Destroy. I'm going to go on a limb here and say it's safe to assume that they are not a Search and Destroy team. Because if you're a Search and Destroy team, you don't ban any maps for Search and Destroy. So,
and
if you do, it's Meltdown. I haven't seen anybody ban Meltdown on Search and Destroy. I hate Meltdown. It's the absolute worst.
Like, all right. I hate it.
All right, we're going to see P1 open up for shop, and we're going to give these names a shout-out real quick. Razzle, Patron, Stefan, Cryon Phone, Kirkus making their debut for the side of Crypto. Iconic going to be quickly wiped out. They are going to regen and be back in point as Caesar is going to hold point with that MP5. That is an interesting loadout. Is this guy using an ACOG on an MP5? And it's actually working? Is he trolling, or is this a real thing? Let me know.
Hey man, you know what I do love about COD Mobile is that as much as some loadouts and some weapons are stronger than others, because there's such a variety, you can't find that golden gun, that golden weapon that might be, unorthodox, but it works for you.
You know what? And before the ASM 10, but the Arctic 50, before the Arctic 50 just absolutely blew up in the comp scene, I said the same exact thing about the ACOG Arctic, and now look how many players are using the Arctic with an ACOG.
Exactly.
Whatever works for them, right? Maybe this is their new meta.
Exactly.
But we're gonna see Caesar. He's up to 7 kills now. I am at a loss for words. I can't even talk about this MP5. It's diamond. It's got an ACOG scope on it, and there's a laser. I'm in love with it. I must have this loadout. Someone drop me the loadout in chat.
Caesar doing Caesar things. What can I say? What has been interesting is as much as this side of Iconic do have a lead, what I noticed about the first hardpoint is that not too many of the available points were captured by either side. I think about like 75%. So no team really fully taking control of the hard point, but the second one with 15 seconds left on the clock has definitely gone over a little bit more to the side of Iconic. They have a near 40-point lead.
40 points is going to probably lead to more, though. Crypto setting up proper for P3, so going to be a little bit more of a fight for the side of Iconic. Iconic does get one trade that's going to ultimately lead to one spawn flip, but it's not going to lead to a complete spawn flip, as we see Caesar and team spawning out. So P3 is right now held by Iconic, but they don't have spawns? How? Yeah. How is one man holding these guys?
Brady
doing Brady things.
Yeah. For Crypto, I'm just trying to keep an eye and have a look at what they're attempting to do. I would argue that there's just not enough sustainability of how the players are staying kind of alive, as in as soon as they spawn, they're kind of dying. And it's like, I know hardpoint is tough because, you're constantly up and down in turn, but, you've got to kind of try as a team, whether it's through comms or whether it's through one thing or another, to gather your thoughts a little bit and just take a step back. And if you're losing in a heavy manner, just go, okay, guys, let's reset. Even if it's at the cost of losing half of one hard point, you got to be able to reset. And Crypto just aren't really doing that right now.
They're not. And they're allowing Caesar with that MP5 loadout that I must have, guys. So if you guys know that MP5 loadout, drop it. Just absolutely abusing these guys. 15 frags on the board. And P3, what looked promising for Crypto, just kind of backfired on them. And it looks like they weren't even in the point at one point. Ultimately kept spawns, but well played by Iconic. Iconic playing that like, I'm not going to let you have this point, but we're going to let you keep spawns kind of ordeal. And it panned out because they prevented Crypto from getting points. Ultimately, you know, and they also set up proper for P4 here. As we look, they extend their lead over 100 points now going into the reset. And what were you about to say, Imperium?
Well, like, that's kind of one of the good things that Iconic has holding on to such a lead is that, okay, of course, they want to, as Patron does get a lovely double kill, but my point is that, you know, as much as Iconic want to win the game, and you win the game by grabbing more points, they do have the luxury of, you know, all they have to do sometimes is not give over the hard point, not give the points to Crypto, so the lead is staying at a healthy amount for them, and they can set up for the next hard point. So that does make sense. Iconic really playing strongly in this game.
They are I mean, flexing to the highest extent with Caesar leading the pack, 22 kills as he's taken out on that point. Doesn't matter, though. They're up to a 140-point lead now as P1 is slowly dwindling down. 25 seconds left on the clock, 30 seconds prior to the P2 rotation. And we're going to see, again, Caesar just absolutely abusing these guys with that MP5. I just am at a loss of words. I won't even go any further with that. We're going to take a look at Cosmo. Cosmo opting to use the Locust in this map. These guys using the most precarious loadouts, the Locust on this map in any format, even in Search and Destroy, I don't approve of it. Then again, you know, we don't ever see Search and Destroys on Summit, which is a great thing because I don't like the map other than for Hardpoint. We saw a domination earlier, and it was just an absolute bloodbath. Granted, it was great content because the score was 181 to 180.
I'm sorry. I'm just watching Cosmo Harry using a sniper just like nobody's business. That's how in control of the game Iconic are. 213 to 33. This is it's not a way to have your mobile Mayhem on stream debut, unfortunately, Crypto. Of course, Iconic are a very strong side, but man, you gotta be able to do better if you're gonna try and hang with the best of them.
Iconic definitely not slowing down as we see 15 points away from the dub. We're going to see contention from Crypto easily pushed back as we saw them have spawns for P3 earlier. They didn't do anything with it. They weren't even able to capture, you know, half of that point. An utter, you know, deficit they found themselves in. 4 points is all that the side of Iconic need now, and Cosmo just absolutely playing these guys to his advantage. He's got 25 kills on the board just using the Locust and Annihilator setup. Wow. Crypto not making good use of their first game on stream. Let's see if they can bounce back. I'm assuming that if they're not good in Hardpoint or Hardpoint, they banned the Search and Destroy. I'm assuming that they don't like Search and Destroy because they opted to ban that map. How is it going to pan out for them in this second game on Search and Destroy?
Oh man, I just love the fact that Brady utilized the Goliath at the end. No, he was just like, you know what? I know we're only 4 points away from winning, but why not do it in style? Yeah, Iconic with domination. To kind of answer your question with regards to Search and Destroy, let's be fair, both teams banned their Search and Destroy map. So on one hand, yeah, you're right. Maybe Cryptic don't like Search and Destroy, but based on that theory, Iconic don't either. So it kind of even things out. I I'm sorry, Crypto, but I find it very hard to see you guys in, bouncing back in Search and Destroy. I didn't see any real turnaround in this game, plus the score spoke for itself. There was a couple of flares of kills from Russell and Patron, but there wasn't, as a team, there was no real kind of strategy or any real ability to try to and somewhat successfully turn these around. Again, it's like I said, like 26 times Patron died with only 10 seconds on the hard point. 22 times died for Stefan. 3 out of the 5 players died over 20 times. When you look on over to the side of Iconic, Bills only died 9 times. Brady only died 8. When was the last time you saw a game close that had that few deaths? The stats don't lie. It was dominated by Iconic.
Yeah, I can't foresee you making any kind of traction in hardpoint when you got 2 players going triple negative, and not only that, you don't have anybody over 30 seconds in the point. 47 seconds is all you were able to manage to get, and not one player were able to even get remotely close to 30 seconds. That's just... At any rate, we're going to move on. Cosmo, 25 and 10. Caesar with that OP MP5 loadout that I desperately need in my life. Please, if you know it, if you're out there, drop it in chat for me. Let me see it. Let me see it, my guys. Come on.
No. The secret shall not be revealed to you, Verdict. You cannot have the power.
Do not deny me my rights.
Can you handle it, though? That's the thing. Can you handle it?
I don't think so. You're probably right. I'm way out of line requesting that MP5 loadout. If it can hit fire, I will pay for that loadout. But if it don't hit fire, I can't use it. If it does not hit fire, I cannot. I want anything to do with it.
But, again, and I know I kind of touched upon it during the game, just while we're waiting for that game too. I might go in a tiny bit of a tangent, but you talk about gun loadouts, and I did mention that different players can have favorites in terms of loadouts. Like, I remember I did car racing for many years with my dad, and you had these people that would do it with us, and they would look for maybe my setup, my car setup, right? And as much as I get that, it's like, my car setup isn't automatically going to suit you because you're a different kind of driver, right? It's the same here. Different kind of COD mobile player requires a different kind of loadout. There might be metas, but it is somewhat custom to each player.
You know what? You make a very valid point there. And ever since the Gunsmith update, I think truer words were never spoken. So I have to give you... your daps there. That's a great translation. I did not know you raced cars back in the day, though. That's great to hear too. So good. We're gonna have to do an interview with Imperium one day because I need to know more about this guy.
Hey man, I've lived a long life, man. I'm not getting any younger. I tell you that much. But either way, it does seem like Crypto have lost bomb. They're not able to in any way pick it up. As being an even trade between the 2 players, it seems like Rebbers has come in to the fold for Crypto in this game too, so maybe he will add something different.
Razzle picks up 2 big ones there as he takes out Genius, lurking inside of this bottom wood area. Bills is going to abuse him as just spamming that Arctic 50, able to take him out of top wood. We're going to see Kirkus be the last remaining player. Brady is going to get the kill. The first round inevitably is going to go in favor of Iconic.
Yeah, maybe I'm being an asshole by presuming Iconic are going to win. Maybe I'm being really harsh by not giving Stefan, a hope. Even though I tried to say, hey, it's not over till it's over. But I'm just kind of not surprised Iconic won the first round. If they can do something as the attacking side, I would like to see them go somewhat aggressive. They've gotten the first kill on the Bills, so they should be able to pull something with this. They have a man up. But right now, they're kind of stagnating, and maybe they're waiting too long as Caesar fires back to eliminate Patron. So, yeah, I'm sorry, Crypto, but you need to show me more, mate.
Absolutely. And as we say that, Kirkus does give us a little bit more there, taking Caesar out with the Man of War. The smoke is going to come down, and I'm not 100% sure where they're going to go with the bomb. It looks like they might be making the rotations over to A. Kind of a little indecisive there. Stefan and Kirkus are going to push up and get the bomb in placement. Bomb is going to go down, so we're going to see an immediate plant. 45 seconds is going to be left on the clock, and we've got a one-man advantage, rather, as Cosmos takes out Reavers. Brady and Cosmos going to be the last two players for the side of Iconic. If they are able to push through and get this bomb defused, they're going to go up 2-0. If not, they're going to be, oh, wow, nice shot by Cosmos. Brady takes out Razzle as well, so it looks like Kirkus not even a factor here in this defuse. Defuse is going to come down. Kirkus is going to push out. He is going to be shot. Oh, no! He does miss the first one, but Cosmos able to hit the second shot and clutch that round up for the side of Iconic. They're going to be up 2-0.
Yeah, I do like the fact that Crypto did go for that bomb plant when they had the man advantage. So I can't complain with the attempt, but losing that, it's definitely feels bad, man. And yeah, they're definitely throwing the grenades towards the A bomb site. Seem to be heading forward, but Bills comes in to get a beautiful double kill on the Patron and Stefan. It's going to be another one by Bills, and Bills is popping off on that. It may be returned, but at the end of the day, Reavers is left on his own. He's going to go down to Brady, and it's 3-0. We might see a 6-0, to be fair. We might.
I don't think you're wrong in that aspect. I think we might see a 6-0 here. It is not looking like Crypto is having the best day of their lives. Bills able to get 3 big kills that first beginning of that match. Just not looking pretty good for the side of Crypto. Crypto still got a lot of game left to be played, though. There's only 3 deficit. Oh, we're going to see 3 feeds by Bills again. Playing that ninja roll. Gets a perfect 3-piece there, and the round is going to go in favor again.
Crypto, you have to be able to switch up your strategies. It's quite clear that you pulled out the same positioning in that last round as you did the round before. That's why it was so easy for Bills to actually wrap around and take you out in a 3-piece. And it seems like he's going for similar again. Bills plays around. You just look at it. He takes down Reavers from behind. He takes down another one. Yes, he gets shut down, but at the cost of, at the benefit, should I say, of taking down 2 of the Crypto players. And it really comes down to, as much as I like, it was an instant A bomb plan from Crypto. They just aren't covering the spots needed. Ah, man.
Yeah, we're going to see a 2-1 now. Patron and Stefan, the last 2 players, we might not see a 6-0 here. Is Cosmo AFK? Cosmo is AFK. So that's going to be a round. They're going to be given, well, they didn't give that one. They actually took that. Patron is going to get him. Cosmo, who is AFK and spawn. We're going to flip sides now as we are moving to the 6th round of this this matchup. And it is just a bloodfest, to say the least. Bill's up to 10 kills. Bill's just absolutely, I mean, playing like nothing's wrong here. He's going to pull out the Arctic. Cosmos is finally going to come back from not being AFK. And Patron's going to get the first kill onto Brady. This might give some life to this Crypto team that desperately needs it. Bill's going to take 1 shot, miss. He's got 1 more in Stefan. Stefan is going to take some shots, gets him down, but Stefan is going to be taken out. We're going to see Reavers, the last ready player, as Bills takes out Kirkus, and that game is over. Bills just absolutely clipping these guys.
Oh, Bills is just having a field day. You know, he's like, you know, when you're during summertime, you lift up a bit of grass and a load of like ants or spiders come crawling out. More so when you're a kid, like, and you automatically stomp on them. That's what Bills is doing to the side of Crypto right now. He's definitely showing them how it needs to be done. And like, look at this. Look at the players of.
They're trolling at
Look
this
at the
point, my
players
guy.
of Iconic.
Are they crab walking all the way to the bomb?
Yeah, they're crab walking all the way to the bomb site.
Wow. I can't even speak. This is pretty sick to watch in reality. They're gonna lose 2 players early. This is not gonna change the pace of this team as Bills just lasers Razzle. Razzle is taken out by the Arctic 50. We're gonna see him take another shot onto. Oh, Reavers! Thank you for peeking, my guy. We'll see you back next week. Patron.
Baba now.
Oh my God, dude!
Oh,
Bombs
man.
down. Patron is he's gonna camp it out, and he has to rightfully. I would be scared for my life as Bills is on the other side, crab walking. He misses. Oh, Patron could have clutched it there. Unfortunately, he was not able to. That is gonna give us a 6-1, and you have to think if Cosmo wasn't AFK that round, would that been a different result? Would have we seen a 6-0?
I know, man, but like, dude, you know, can somebody call an ambulance for Crypto right now, because they're in pain right now. They are in pain. Look, maybe let's take a step back, because in the heat of the moment, it's all well and good to call it as we see it in terms of, yeah, Iconic dominated. But Crypto, at the end of the day, they're here, they're showing up, they're doing their best within the mobile mayhem. So I hope that Crypto, you're able to take a step back, look at how you did make mistakes, especially on Search and Destroy, where you didn't adjust your playstyles, you didn't really position yourself enough to defend yourself as the attacking side. And I know that sounds weird to say defend yourself, but you didn't position yourselves in the right way when you're the attacking side, and you do get better and continue to participate in tournaments, because by no means do I want you know, the situation to in any way discourage Crypto. Guys, keep on rocking, come back stronger next time, and prove me wrong, prove the viewers wrong, prove Verdict wrong, and capture those wins. Iconic are a strong side. It was never going to be easy, and sometimes series are like that.
Absolutely, and they don't have to do much to prove Verdict wrong, as he is always almost 100% wrong all the time. With the exception of you making that 6-0 announcement, and they were able to steal that one round. With that being said, dude, like Crypto, as he just said, don't let this, you know, steal your energy, man. Come back next time, and punch these guys in the jaw. This isn't it for you. This is just one series.
Metaphorical, by the way. Metaphorical. You know, we don't.
Yeah, we don't condone any kind of violence on this program. I definitely don't think that. Maybe I should just wash my mouth from now.
No, you're fine, man.
We're gonna go ahead and we won't even talk anymore about that. GG's to Bills, man, putting up 15 or 15 solid kills. Right? Bills gave me a majority of my clips today. I have to go ahead and tell you, Bills absolutely violating these guys. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at the results from the day, and we're looking at it. I'm taking a look. Alpha, or Tragic rather, taking a 2-0 series over Alpha Festung. The match of our day was Kings versus Affiliate. Kings coming out on top, losing the first game, but taking the next 2 in very great style. Cillian taking out Tragic. Sinks obviously has the talent and potential to become great. You heard it here first. Verdict has the utmost faith in you guys. Do what you need to do to get it done. Iconic taking out Crypto. As we just watched, it was a bloodbath. Bunker Esports, these are the games off stream. 2-0 over Ancient Esports. And Team Elevate taking an easy win over XOXO 2-0. They're going to be extending their lead in the series as we transition to the standings. Imperium, if you want to take that over, we're taking a look at it now.
I can't. I don't know if it's updated on the spreadsheet. To be fair, is it?
It is.
On the spreadsheet? Is it? Really? Yeah. Is it updated?
It is. It is. Well, I'm looking at it right now, and I've got Elevate up to 130, so that is up to date. Is that what you see on your screen?
And not on the spreadsheet? Yeah, see, it's not updated on the spreadsheet.
All right, I got you.
Sorry.
Elevate goes up 130. That's my bad, dude. I couldn't.
No, it's cool. It's cool, man.
It.
It's cool.
130 for Elevate. Iconic goes up to 80. Alpenfestung down 40. Haven't made any traction since their last win. Aphelion. This is the division we need to talk about. Division 1 up to 140 points. They did not capture anything today, allowing Kings and Tragic to tie it up at second. Now, the tiebreaker in that particular series, as B messaged us earlier, is the fact that Kings did win in their matchup of the series. So, is that what I read? Is that correct?
Wait, what?
B made a comment in our Discord, also meant to add, Kings and Tragic have already played and Kings won 2-0.
Yeah.
So they currently hold the tiebreaker, which means even though they're both tied for second, Kings is above Tragic in the standings, putting Tragic down to 3. So the points reflect the tie, but
it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy how close it is in Division 1. And like I said, you're talking 50 points dividing the top 5. Over on Division 2, like, it's quite clear that, Elevate, Iconic, and Alpenfestung are going to, like, stay in the top 3. That's pretty much, yeah. To be fair, Division 2 is, it ain't going anywhere.
It ain't looking too good. And after watching that crypto matchup, it just does not look like it's going to get that much more competitive. I'm sorry, dude. That last game just killed my vibe, dude. That last series, it was just an absolute bloodbath. I can't let it do it to me like that. Don't do it to a bloodbath.
It's the thing that, like, as I said, sometimes you are going to have games like that, right? Sometimes you are going to have series where a team absolutely gets whitewashed, gets kind of violated. And, it's okay for that to happen because it's part of the growth of the COD Mobile EU scene, right? We've seen it rise more and more so much over the last 5 months, and along the way there are going to be these kind of matches, these kind of series. And 100% you could say, well, if you're gonna get like 2-0'd or if you're not good enough, you shouldn't compete in Mobile Mayhem. I would argue that we are still at a point where we don't necessarily know if a team is good enough, right? Because the scene is constantly evolving. Right. Give it another year and we will definitely have a bigger picture of the separation of the levels and the teams and the, so to speak, tier 1, tier 2. But for now, all we have to do is point out when a team does badly, maybe how they can improve on, give them time to improve. And if they do, great. If they don't, then feels bad, man, and go from there.
Absolutely. And I could not have said it any better. That is words of wisdom from my guy Imperium, always coming through in the clutch, picking up the moment, making sure we end on a great note. Imperium, I appreciate everything that you do, my guy. That is going to actually conclude our stream for the day. Guys, get ready. We're actually going to be raiding consistently until I get someone else to raid my guy, Jim. Jim, he's our man. So get ready. We're going to be teleporting over there as we conclude today's Mobile Mayhem. We'll see you back next week. Be sure to tune in.